Good afternoon from the King baseball field in Bristol, Tennessee, as Carson-Newman and King are set to meet for the fourth time this year here in a midweek affair in Bristol, Tennessee. Carson-Newman ranked 14th in the ABCA coaches poll, battles King out of the Conference Carolinas, a club that has won 12 of 29. It has a 12-29 record, 12 wins in 41 games this season. The Eagles are entering this midweek affair coming off a series win over a top 10 team for the second time this season. Tom Griffin's team defeated Lenoir-Rhyne in the series opener and finale to win the series, 10-9 and 4-2 victories for the Eagles. And now they're on the road to start a 5-game road swing over the next 6 days. That starts today against the King Tornado. The Eagles this season have won double-digit road games, an 11-7 road record, which includes back-to-back road wins as well, including 8 days ago defeating UVA-Wise 16-2 in 7 innings. The Eagles this year 11-7, as we mentioned, in road contests. It's the first time since 2019 that the program has double-digit wins away from home in one single season. They'll try to add to that total today against a King team that enters the contest 17 games below 500, but has played good baseball as of late. The Tornado have won 3 of its last 4 contests, which includes a series win over Southern Wesleyan Sunday and Monday. Ryan Jenkins will lead things off against Connor Haynes, King's starting pitcher in this Wednesday midweek battle. The lefty winds and pitches the first offering right at 3 o'clock. It's a called strike to Carson-Newman's leadoff batter, Ryan Jenkins, who did not play when these two teams met at the 1st of February in the series and season opener. Next offering, an 0-1 breaking ball is inside to the right-handed hitting shortstop of the Eagles, Jenkins. 1 ball, 1 strike as we get underway at 3 o'clock from Bristol, Tennessee. The lefty Haynes winds and pitches another offering. A 1-1 pitch is a fastball that is going to break down at the knees for strike 2 on Jenkins, the shortstop. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Jenkins against Connor Haynes, who's making his 4th start of the year. The lefty winds in the 1-2 home is a high fastball. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Jenkins. He's hitting .266 this season, coming off a weekend against Lenoir-Rhyne in which he just had 1 hit. Looking to get right this week in a Wednesday game with King is Jenkins, who waits for a 2-2, and it's in there for called strike 3. Jenkins doesn't swing the bat and takes 3 strikes and 5 pitches, and Connor Haynes rings him up for strike 3. 1 away, and in steps Spencer Williams. Connor Haynes makes his 19th appearance of the year. It is tied for the second most on the club, only behind Cole Pletcher, another reliever that has 20 appearances this year, as the first offering from Haynes is inside with a fastball to Williams. 1 ball, no strikes on Carson-Newman's right fielder Williams, who was 4 for 10 in the series against the Tornado back at the start of the year. The lefty's 1-0 to the left-handed hitter Williams is a called strike. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 away, top 1. Eagles with an out here in the first, facing the freshman from Churchill, Tennessee today. Next one home to Williams. A breaking ball that Williams goes down and gets and swings and misses for strike 2. And Connor Haynes is in a groove early on. He strikes out Ryan Jenkins on 5 pitches and now has worked ahead 1-2 on Spencer Williams here in the first. Haynes has the sign from his catcher Uribe. The 1-2 home is a breaking ball off the plate. Tried to go outside corner with it, and the home plate umpire Eric Nolan says it's off. 2-2 count, 1 away. First base umpire today, Stephen Grady. He's behind first base right now with nobody on for the Eagles here in the first, scoreless first inning. The second batter, Williams, waits for a 2-2 from Haynes. Fastball, called strike 3, right at the letters, and the Eagles have gone down looking on strikes for the first 2 outs of the first. In steps Carson-Newman's first baseman, Logan Floyd, the conference's player of the year, or player of the week, I should say, from this past week after hitting .667 at the plate for the Eagles. He stands in with 2 outs. Hitting .371 this year. The lefty winds in the first pitch to Floyd. A breaking ball at the knees. It's called strike one. Floyd had a terrific week for the Eagles. He enters today's game with a 12-game hit streak and a 21-game on-base streak. Both longest of his career and the longest by an Eagle hitter this year. 0-1 breaking ball is too far away and outside, or too far away and high. A ball and a strike with 2 away to Logan Floyd as the lefty Haynes winds and pitches another offering that Floyd golfs high into the air. In foul ground behind the first base dugout it goes. And the two fielders on the right side, Stars and Borchardt, give it a look, can't get to it. Strike two. The rest of King's defense, Michael Stars at second base, Borchardt's the first baseman, Jose Ruiz, the shortstop with Patrick Corley at third, left to right in the outfield. It's Levi Medford, Jacob Ergel, and Cale Richardson. 1-2. Floyd fights off a breaking ball and fouls it back to the screen to stay alive at 1 ball and 2 strikes. The catcher today is Joe Uribe for this Tornado defense as Haynes gets another baseball and will go to work again for a 1-2. And here it is to Floyd. Breaking ball too far out again. Count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. That's where the count has been when Haynes has recorded his first 2 strikeouts, both looking here in this inning. Trying to get a third here and send the Eagles down in the order. The 2-2 pitch to Floyd is a line drive out toward left field. In came the left fielder initially. Now he goes back to the gap and makes the catch. Medford makes the catch on Floyd's fly ball. And the inning is over. 2 strikeouts for Connor Haynes in the first. The Eagles sent down in order as Brock Culpepper heads to the mound for Carson-Newman to make his second straight start in a midweek affair. Culpepper against the Tornado offense when we come back to Bristol, Tennessee and King's baseball field after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to King's baseball field at Bristol, Tennessee on the campus of King University. It's Brock Culpepper, the Murfreesboro, Tennessee native, to get the ball for the Eagles here today. He makes his second start of the season and his 7th of his Carson-Newman career, which is a total of 38 career appearances. He has tossed 72 1/3 career innings over his first 37 appearances in the orange and blue for the Eagles. In his career, the redshirt junior for Murfreesboro has 6 2/3 innings this season, just a 1.3 ERA in his 4 appearances, one of which was a start on April 8th, 8 days ago against UVA-Y's 2 scoreless innings in his only start heading into this one this season. So Brock Culpepper, Carson-Newman's most experienced pitcher in terms of innings pitched, goes to work against King's offense that will send Michael Stars to the plate first here in the bottom of the first inning. Carson-Newman's in blue uniforms today, navy uniform, Eagles across the front outlined in orange. The lettering is in white with the number in the bottom left corner across the front of the uniform. His first pitch swinging is Stars and fouling it off for strike one. Gray pants for the Eagles, blue ball caps. King is in white uniforms today. Red ball cap, or check that, blue ball caps, red helmets as the Tornado hits right now. The 0-1 from Culpepper, another pop fly foul. And it's strike 2 on King's leadoff batter and second baseman Michael Stars, who had 5 hits in the 3-game series back in February against the Eagles. Most hits of any King hitter the first time around. 0-2 line for Culpepper, high fastball, no chase from Stars, 1 ball, 2 strikes. On King's leadoff batter, Jacob Ergel, Levi Medford will follow for the King Tornado here in the first inning against Culpeper. The junior's got the sign from his catcher, Frankie Delgado. The 1-2 pitch is a breaking ball, swing and a miss. Stars tried to waited on it too long, and Brock Culpeper rings him up for strike 3. Culpeper's 7th strikeout of the year, and the Eagles have one away in the first on a 4-pitch punch-out by Brock Culpeper. In steps left-handed hitting Jacob Ergel with one away. Carson-Newman today defensively will put Seth Benner, Trey Miller, Spencer Williams left to right in the outfield. The infield is the same as it's been quite often this season. His first pitch strike is thrown by Culpeper. 2 juniors on the left side, Ryan Jenkins and Aiden Gibson at shortstop and third base. And then 2 sophomores on the right side, Cole Nathans at second base, and Logan Floyd is Carson-Newman's first baseman. 0-1, swing and a miss by Ergel, a big hack, and Culpeper's ahead 0-2 quickly. Trying to navigate the first inning against Kings center fielder Jacob Ergel here in the bottom half of inning number 1. Ergel making his 13th start of the year as he takes breaking ball low and away. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 away in the bottom of the first inning. Ergel hitting .242 for the year, 8 hits, 33 at-bats, draws the start today, his 13th of the year and his 24th appearance in 42 games. He waits on a 1-2 pitch from Brock Culpeper as the pitch clock runs down to 4. Culpeper winds and pitches a fastball off the plate. Culpeper tried to paint the corner. Delgado left it there for a second and didn't get the call from the home plate umpire Eric Nolan, so the count moves to 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here in this opening inning, bottom half of the first, the home team King batting in a scoreless game. Culpeper brings the glove above his mouth and now pitches a fastball that is tapped foul at the dish by the lefty Ergel at the plate. Count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes on Ergel against Culpeper here in the first inning. This is a King offense that averages 7 runs per game this year. We're going to get started here in the first. The 2-2 again. Breaking ball, tapped foul off the foot of Ergel, who stays alive. King scores 7 runs per game. They have 5 hitters hitting above 300. There is quite a few, though, out of the order today for the Tornado. Josh Nuno, a .375 hitter, not in the lineup today. Connor Hyatt hits .304. He's not in the lineup as well. Another 2-2 from Brock Culpeper. Breaking ball low and inside, and the count works full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. All the way back is what Jacob Ergel's trying to do against Brock Culpeper here in the first inning. 1 away, the 3-2 from Culpeper. Fastball off the plate. Tried to clip the corner and missed it outside. A long at-bat turns into a walk for Jacob Ergel. An 8-pitch at-bat earns Ergel first base with 1 away, and in steps Levi Medford. The 3-hitter will swing from the right side. He is a .361 batter for the year in 38 appearances. 10 home runs, 34 RBI. 44 hits this year in 33 starts. He waits on the first pitch, and Culpeper drops it in at the knees for called strike 1. 5th appearance for the year for Brock Culpeper. He took the loss last time out. He pitched 4 days ago against Lenore Ryan, 2 2/3 late in that contest. Pitched well, but was the losing pitcher despite 3 strikeouts and 8 outs recorded. 0-1 breaking ball off the plate for ball 1. 1-1 count, 1 away here in the first. King has a runner on base in a scoreless game. The righty Culpeper comes set. Glove is at his belt as he sets and pitches in a 1-1 offering. Away to Medford. Pick to first. Easy throwback or easy get back for the first base runner. Ergel didn't have to dive. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 away as Culpeper goes back to work. The righty comes set. And the 2-1 home. Medford hits on the ground through the left side for a base hit. Levi Medford has King's first hit, the game's first hit. He singles through the left side, and the Tornado have 2 on and 1 out. Ergel moves to second base, just station to station go the King runners. And now Nathan Borchardt, who had 1 hit in 7 at-bats earlier this year against the Eagles, will bat with 2 on and 1 out. He has 35 RBI this year. This is the top run producer for this King offense. And the guy that you want at the plate, if you're Brad Hill in his first season here going against the Carson-Newman offense that has been solid in midweeks this year. First pitch from Culpepper's low for ball 1. The Eagles are coming off a 16-run performance against UVA Wise last Tuesday. They've scored 18 runs in a midweek game. And the Eagles have scored at least 6 in back-to-back midweek affairs. 1-0 set. Culpepper pitches a high fastball. 2 balls, no strikes. To the left-handed hitting first baseman Nathan Borchardt here in the first. 1 out. A Culpepper strikeout of Michael Stars is the only out of this first inning. 2 on for the Tornado as Culpepper sets and pitches. Borchardt hits one well out towards center field. Back goes Trey Miller. Trey is getting to the wall, and this ball is over the wall and gone. Nathan Borchardt takes Brock Culpepper to straightaway center field, and King strikes first. It's 3-0. Borchardt with his 5th home run of the year, and he takes it right to center field. The wind carries it out here at the ballpark, and King strikes first. It's 3-0. And now Truman Roper will bat for King as that ball goes to straightaway center field. They're doing some construction here at the ballpark and field, and I think that landed right in all that construction as Roper tries to bunt for a hit and misses it for strike 1. Now the task for Brock Culpepper is to gather himself and regroup here in the first inning. Strikeout, walk, single, home run. Have 3 runs on the board for King here in the first. 0-1 line for Culpepper, and Roper skies one out toward right field. The right fielder is Spencer Williams. He's to his left. It makes the catch. 2 outs, and in steps Joe Uribe. Good response from Brock. He gets the fly ball out of Roper, who was a .290 hitter for the year, and now will face Uribe, the .262 batter, making his 14th start of the year. The senior from Palmdale, California, gets the start. Behind the dish and bats with 2 away. First pitch, breaking ball across the plate for called strike 1. Culpepper try to give the Eagles some length, and the Eagles offense will have to work from behind early on. The 0-1 pitch from Culpepper's rolled over to third. Gibson goes to his left, backhands it, a long throw, and Floyd stretches out to make the play. Inning over, but damage done by King's offense with 1 out in that first inning. A 3-run home run to straightaway center field for Nathan Borchardt starts the scoring for King. We're through 1. It's the Tornado 3, the Eagles nothing. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most. A windy but sunny day in Bristol, Tennessee. Wind gusts that have and will get up to 30 miles per hour today. Here at the field, it is a 61-degree day as Carson-Newman's offense comes back out for the second inning in a 3-0 game. Brock Culpepper gives up a 3-run home run to Nathan Borchardt, who goes to straightaway center field, the deepest part of the park here at King's baseball field. Straight away over the 400-foot wall in center field, and the Tornado have the early lead. It's 3-0 as we get set to start the second, and Cole Nathan will lead things off for Carson-Newman. 61 degrees, not a cloud in the sky here in Bristol, Tennessee, but a windy day that makes it feel like it's the mid-50s. In mid-April as Connor Haynes goes back to work and will face Cole Nathan. The lefty winds, and the first pitch to Nathan's hit off the end of the bat, foul. Strike one. Cole was 5 of 10 in the 3-game series against King back in February. 5 of 10 in that 3-game series and drove in 5 runs, including a 4-hit, 4 RBI game in his season opener, which was the first game of the series between these two teams, as Nathan takes low for ball 1. Carson-Newman as an offense scored 33 runs in 3 games. Obviously highlighted by the 17-0 victory in the opener as Nathan takes another ball, 2 balls, 1 strike to start the second inning. Carson-Newman scored 33 runs and had to come back in the series finale to win against King, a game that the Eagles won 7-6, but at one point trailed by 5 runs as Nathan takes another one outside, 3 balls and 1 strike. It was a comeback victory for Carson-Newman on that Sunday, February 2nd. A game that saw the Eagles have to come from behind, trailing early on in the game. Scored 4 unanswered runs after the early deficit as Nathan takes strike 2 on a high fastball. Full count now on Carson-Newman's second baseman here in the first, or in the second, I should say. The Eagles down 3-0. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The lefty Haynes pitches. Fastball hit out toward left field. This is driven well. Left fielder going back. Medford to the wall. It hits off the base of the wall. No, it's gone. It just leaves the yard, and Cole Nathan starts the scoring with a little help from the wind. He starts the scoring for the Eagles with his 3rd home run of the year. This sophomore makes it 3-1. He got a good 3-2 fastball and takes it to left field, and it bounced and hit up against something in what is a construction setup in the outfield beyond the fencing, and it looked like it hit the base of the wall from my vantage point, but it just barely gets over the wall and left, and Nathan makes it 3-1 as Aiden Gibson stands in now. First pitch of his at-bat is a fastball outside. My vantage point today is along the first base line, just to the left of King's first base dugout. Field side as the 1-0 offering is a fastball that Gibson fouls back to the screen. 1 ball, 1 strike. To Aiden Gibson as Cole Nathan goes yard for the 3rd time this season and starts the scoring for the Eagles with a leadoff home run. It's Carson-Newman's 24th home run of the year and 8th to lead off an inning. 1-1. Gibson fastball is taken outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nathan has 3 career home runs now, 2 of which are solo home runs. They're all this season for the sophomore who's having an all-conference caliber year. 2-1. Breaking ball above the hands to Gibson, and the count is 3-1. This is a similar at-bat to what Nathan had. He fouled the first pitch off and then took 3 straight balls, took strike 2, and then homered on a 3-2. What will Gibson do as he waits on a hitter's count pitch, the 3-1, and he rolls it left side foul down the 3rd base line. Count will work full on Carson-Newman's 3rd baseman as the Eagles work from behind here on this Wednesday afternoon. Trailed 3-0 after a 3-run shot by Nathan Borchardt in the opening inning. Have trimmed the deficit. It's a 3-1 game as Gibson stands back in and waits for a 3-2 offering from Connor Haynes. The southpaw winds and pitches, and Gibson taps it foul at the plate to stay alive. Hit off his left foot. He'll walk out of the batter's box and try to shake it off real quick before he stands back in and waits on another offering here in a 2-run game, top of the 2nd inning. Haynes bends his knees and now gets into his windup. The lefty lifts the right leg and pitches a breaking ball that Gibson floats out towards center field. The center fielder sprints in. It hangs up long enough for Jacob Ergel, and he makes the catch for the opening out of the 2nd inning. And now in steps Seth Benner for the Eagles with 1 away. Seth Benner is Carson-Newman's left fielder today, went 1 for 4 and scored 2 runs against King earlier this season. He bats with 1 away. First offering to Benner, an inside fastball. That is a strike on the corner. It clips the zone. No balls, 1 strike on Benner. Benner will be followed by Tanner Kilgore, Carson-Newman's DH, and then the catcher Frankie Delgado with Trey Miller rounding out the lineup. The shortstop's the 9-hitter as Benner takes outside on the lefties, offering to the dish. 1 ball, 1 strike. 3-1 King in the top of the second inning. Haynes looks down at his wristband on his right wrist and now pitches a breaking ball that stays outside and off the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike. Eagles have put together some quality at-bats here in this second inning. They've worked the count of Connor Haynes. He's up to 32 pitches as he pitches here into the second inning. The 2-1 pitch is hit high into the air, right side. The first baseman, Borchardt, sprinting over. His dugout says it's out of play, and it is along the right side. 2 ball, 2 strike count on Carson-Newman's left fielder, Seth Benner, with 1 away now. The lefty Haynes making his 4th start of the year. Going back to work. Here's the pitch, and Benner waits on the breaking ball and slams it back to the screen to stay alive. This is Benner's 8th game played in his last 11, and Carson-Newman's last 11. And during this stretch, he has 6 base hits and 16 at-bats, hitting .375 over his last 7 games played. 2-2 wind from Haynes. Another pitch that swings high, and another 3-ball count on a Carson-Newman hitter. Connor Haynes fell behind on the first 2. He's worked ahead on Benner, who has now worked it to a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 away. Here's the pitch from Haynes. It's tapped foul at the plate. And another long AB. Here in this second inning, Aiden Gibson worked a 9-pitch at bat. And now Benner, or check that 8-pitch at bat. And now Benner will wait on a 7th from Connor Haynes. Wind picks up as Connor Haynes gets into his windup. Here's the 3-2 again, and Benner takes high, ball 4. That's an excellent at-bat by Seth Benner. He draws a 7-pitch, or rather 8-pitch walk to give Carson-Newman a base runner with 1 away now in the second inning. Benner on for Tanner Kilgore, who had 3 hits and 4 RBI the first time around in 3 games played against this King roster. He'll face Connor Haynes, the lefty, making his 4th start. Long look at Seth Benner, and now the pitch home, and Kilgore will take called strike 1. Or no, ball 1. It's outside to Tanner Kilgore. Kilgore this season has been really good, and hitting streak up to 8 games at one point. He's reached base safely in 5 straight and has multiple RBI in 8 games this year. Takes an inside breaking ball that nearly got away. Uribe snares it out of the dirt for ball 2. Haynes up to 39 pitches and 4 outs recorded so far as the lefty sets. Long pause, he'll pick to first. Late get back for Benner, but he's there safely. Colliding with the first baseman, Borchardt, who homered against him, or against the Eagles in the first. Disengagement, and now the ball back into the pitcher's hands as the wind continues to pick up. The lefty sets. Long pause, he pitches a 2-0 that Kilgore hits slowly to third. It's fielded cleanly on the run, a low throw. Borchardt scoops it out of the turf to save Corley's low throw. Kilgore out at first, and that's the second out. Benner moves up to second base with 2 outs for Frankie Delgado. 5-3 put out, a low throw, a nice fielding play by Corley on a slow tapper to third. His throw is a little low, but his first baseman makes the play, and so a runner goes in scoring position for Frankie Delgado in the first, or in the second, in a 3-1 game. First pitch to Delgado in a lefty-lefty matchup. He moves his right knee out of the way of a breaking ball from Haynes that misses inside for the first ball. 1-0 count, 2 outs, runner at second base in a 3-1 game. King scored the first 3 on a 3-run home run. Nathan has Carson-Newman's only run on a solo shot to left. Next offering, low fastball away. 2 balls and no strikes. The 9-hitter Trey Miller waits on deck. as Carson-Newman meets King for the 4th time this season. Trailing right now by 2 runs. 2 balls, no strikes. Haynes sets and will pitch. Delgado shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes strike 1. Wanted to see how the defense would react, potentially. Obviously not a sacrifice situation with 2 outs. Delgado's got some speed. Could bunt for a hit here. The third baseman, Corley, is now going to play even at the bat. He was playing back initially. 2-1 set for Haynes. He looks back at second base where Seth Benner has an extended lead. A second look back, and they'll go to him there. And Benner gets back safely without even needing a dive. Two balls, 1 strike. Haynes pitches to Delgado. A fastball in there for a strike. 2-2 count. 2 outs here in the second inning in a 2-run game. A lefty, Haynes, against the lefty. Delgado lifts and fires in. One that Delgado hits to right field. Back and after is the right fielder. And this ball is caught near the line to end the inning. Delgado gave it a chance in right field, but Richardson tracks it down, and the inning is over. Carson-Newman does some damage, though, in the second inning, in their second chance at the dish. A leadoff home run from Cole Nathan cuts into the deficit. It's a 3-1 King advantage as we head to the home half of the second inning. This is Carson-Newman Baseball, and it's on the Eagle Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Nathan's big fly has Carson-Newman on the scoreboard, but the deficit is 2 runs, 3-1 game as Cale Richardson, the 7-hitter, gets ready to step in to start this bottom half of the second inning against Brock Culpepper, who's back out for the second inning here after allowing a couple of hits and 3 runs on the 3-run home run. In the first inning, he goes back to work against Cale Richardson to start the second inning. The righty winds and pitches a fastball to the right-handed hitting right fielder, which is low for ball 1. This is Richardson's 6th start of the year. He's got just 1 hit in 24 at-bats as he taps 1 foul. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Richardson this year has played in 12 games. The junior from Danville, Virginia, had his only hit against Tusculum at the end of February. The righty Culpepper pitches an inside fastball, 2 balls, 1 strike. Since that hit, Richardson at the plate has gone 0 for 12 over a course of many pinch hit efforts. Swinging a foul back off Delgado's mid, strike 2. His only start during this recent stretch since that base hit against the Pioneers was against Tusculum in a midweek on March 11th. He went 0 for 3. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Culpepper pitches to Richardson. A breaking ball, swing and a miss, strike 3. Second strikeout for Brock Culpepper. He started the first inning with a strikeout, and he starts the second with 1 as well. 1 away for Jose Ruiz. Good response from Culpepper. Since the home run, he's retired 3 straight as he tries to find a groove and give the Eagles some innings here in this midweek affair. He goes against the shortstop Ruiz, who had 2 hits in 3 games against the Eagles. in February. First pitch strike from Culpepper delivered. New balls, 1 strike, 3-1 game, bottom half of inning number 2 as the righty pitches to the shortstop Ruiz. A ground ball to third. Gibson waits on the second hop, will field it cleanly, throw to first. It's in time to get rid of Speedy Ruiz. 4 straight sent down by Brock Culpepper. And there's 2 away in the second inning. In steps Patrick Corley. The third baseman bats with 2 outs. He's the 9-hitter in King's order. Swing, or first pitch is low for ball 1, is checking his swing with Corley to stay back. Carson-Newman has eclipsed the 30-win mark for the first time since 2019 when it won 31 games that season. Trying to reach 31 here today, but down 2 runs as Corley rolls one foul down the third baseline toward the tarp in foul ground. 1-1 count, 2 outs in the second inning. The righty Culpepper against the righty Corley here in the second inning. Tornado batting. 1-1 set in the wind. Inside fastball clips the corner and at the knees to the third baseman to make it strike 2. Brock Culpepper trying to toss a 1-2-3 second inning. The righty is got the sign from Delgado. He winds and pitches his 35th offering. It's a fastball outside. Similar part of the zone in terms of height, right at the knees, but it was off the plate. And the count moves to even. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the second inning, and a 2-run game. Culpepper pitches. Fastball hit and grounded to short. Jenkins was positioned perfectly, fields it perfectly, and makes a good throw to get Corley at first base. 5 straight sent down by Brock Culpepper. He pitches a 1-2-3 second inning and blinks King's bats for the first time. 2-run game as we head to the third here on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
As we'll see quite often in these midweek contests, teams will bring a lot of different pitchers into the game, and King will do that here in the third inning as it turns to Jared Graham for the 16th time this season. He's a 6'2" right-hander from Bristol, Tennessee, right here near home. He's from Southwest Virginia Community College. That's where his high school is listed on King's website. Graham is the new pitcher for the Tornado. This is appearance 16, 7.58 earned run average in 19 innings pitched with 10 strikeouts but 19 walks. Opponents only hit .221 against him, but the high walk number. And he's hit 7 batters as well this year. That's the third most for a King pitching staff that has hit 65 total this year. Trey Miller will lead off against Graham here in the third inning, and then Ryan Jenkins and Spencer Williams at the top of the Eagles order will follow here in the third inning as Jared Graham goes to work against Carson-Newman for the second time this year. He threw 2 innings and allowed 2 runs in the series back in early February. Had a strikeout as well as he pitches to Trey Miller, a fastball at the waist for strike 1. Carson-Newman begins a 5-game road swing against a King team that has 12 wins this year, but has played some good baseball at times. Next offering to Miller is outside, ball 1. This is a King team that has 12 losses this year by 3 runs or less. But their last 3 losses this year have been by an average margin of 10 runs. Breaking ball stays elevated. 2 balls, 1 strike on Miller for Carson-Newman here in the third. Trey this year has been one of Carson-Newman's most consistent hitters, hitting .347 in his third and final season in the Eagles blue. 2-1. High fastball nearly clipped his helmet as he ducks out of the way and takes ball 3. Trey's been on base nearly 50% of the time for the Eagles among starters. That's the highest on-base percentage. 3 balls, 1 strike. Graham pitches to Miller. A fastball at the waist high again. Strike 2. Another 3-ball count on a Carson-Newman hitter early in this baseball game. The Eagles have had some strong at-bats, but only 2 hits, or rather 1 hit, in the solo home run from Cole Nathan. 3-2. Rolled to third. Corley keeps it in front. Bobbles it. Gathers. Throws to first. A high throw. Miller beat it out. Anyway, he'll sprint to second base and advance without a throw. That's a tough play. Certainly Corley bobbled it initially, but I don't think his throw gets there in time. Even if he fields it cleanly. It was a high throw, got over the head of Borchardt, and so Miller will reach
Shortstop, number 5, Ryan Jenkins.
on what will be ruled as an infield single that allows Miller to advance to second on a high throw. Leadoff batter aboard for the Eagles for the first time today is Ryan Jenkins bats now. 3-1 game, nobody out, third inning. Graham, the reliever, the righty, pitches to Jenkins, a breaking ball below the zone, ball 1. This is a King pitching staff that has let them down this year. An 8.76 earned run average, ranks near the bottom in the conference. Carolinas this year, they've allowed the most hits as well. They allowed more than 12 hits per game. 1-0. Jenkins takes below the zone again. 2 balls, no strikes on Carson-Newman's shortstop, who struck out against Connor Haynes in the first. Now faces the righty reliever Jared Graham with nobody out. And the Eagles placing a runner in the scoring position, the 2-0. Inside fastball. Miller was halfway to third. Forced Uribe out of his stance, but no throw needed as Miller stays put and heads back to second base. It's a 3-ball, no strike count now. High fastball, ball 4, 4-pitch walk. This is what Graham has struggled with. Walks this year. That's his 20th walk in 19 innings. And now first and second base are occupied for Carson-Newman as the lefty Spencer Williams stands in. Well, Carson-Newman, every batter that has come to the plate in this game so far has worked at least 2 balls in their account. There have been at least 2 balls on every count to a Carson-Newman hitter, except for this one as Williams bunts down the third base line. Corley barehands his, throws a high one. It pulls the second baseman Stars off the bag, and it's an infield bunt single for Spencer Williams to load the bases. Perfectly placed bunt. Corley
First baseman, number 11, Logan.
Made a high throw, couldn't get Williams at first, and so the Eagles load him up with nobody out in the third inning for the 3-hitter Logan Floyd. Perfect example of what it's like to have a second leadoff guy in the 9-hole with Miller. He starts things in the inning to load the bases as Graham winds and pitches to Floyd. A breaking ball at the knees for strike 1. Single, walk, and throwing error that will allow Williams to reach. The righty winds for 0-1 offering that Floyd lines to left field. Will it hang up? It will not. It's a base hit in front of the left fielder Medford. Station to station go the Eagle hitters. It's an RBI single to left for Logan Floyd, and Carson-Newman's on the board again. It's 3-2. Miller scores with ease from third. He had to hold up initially to make sure Levi Medford wasn't going to catch the baseball. He was not able to, and now the Eagles have a run with nobody out in the third, and in steps Cole Nathan with Jenkins moving to third, Williams to second, and Floyd's at first now. All of this against Jared Graham here in the second. Nathan swings and rolls one foul down the line and left. It's strike 1 on Cole Nathan, who homered Off the lefty Haynes to start last half inning. And now faces the righty Graham. 3-2 King. Nobody out. Bases loaded for Carson-Newman. 0-1 set. Graham pitches. Breaking ball in the dirt. Good jump by Jenkins, and there was a balk anyway. Run scores. It's 3-3, and time will be called. Graham didn't completely come set, and so Jenkins will score. He was going to score regardless on that wild pitch in the dirt that got away. Jenkins had a great jump. And so it's a 3-all game. And a balk scores the run to tie things. 2 in scoring position for Cole Nathan. Williams to third and Floyd to second. 0-1 line for Graham. Fastball low and inside for a ball. Cole Nathan waits for Graham's 1-1. Fastball low. And the battle continues as Nathan tries to give Carson-Newman the lead here in the third now. Single walk, error, single balk. Here in this third inning has Carson-Newman tied with King now in the third at 3. Nathan hits one well out towards center field. After it is the center fielder. Making the catch is Ergel. Tagging from third is Williams. It'll go down as a sacrifice fly for Cole Nathan, and Carson-Newman's in front. 4-3. Nathan drives in his 37th run of the year. A sac fly to center. Makes it 4-3. Floyd stays put at second base. That's the first down of the inning. Williams did a good job to tag on that fly ball. It was hit very well on a line by Nathan, but right to Ergel, who made a good read on the baseball as well. Had to go to his left a little bit. Or his right, I should say. Our left from the vantage point to make the play. Now the one-out batter's Aiden Gibson. First pitch, he shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes ball 1. This is a big game for Carson-Newman. The Eagles trying to qualify for the NCAA tournament, be one of the 8 teams to represent the Southeast region. 1-0. Swing and a miss by Gibson. Strike 1. 4-3, 1-1 count on Gibson. Runner at second base here in the third. The Eagles have 30 wins in 42 games. They're in second place in one of the best conferences in Division II baseball. 1-1. Breaking ball in the dirt, blocked by Uribe. 2 balls, 1 strike. Carson-Newman's really been one of 3 teams ranked all year in any of the polls from the South Atlantic Conference. In second place right now and set to play the league-leading Catawba College Indians this weekend. Ground ball to short. It'll be fielded, and the throw is on the run and made by Ruiz to get Gibson. 6-3 put out is the second out of the third, and now Seth Benner will bat with a runner at second base and 2 outs in the top half of inning number 3. Certainly the Eagles have a fine resume. What stands out, obviously, will be wins against Lenore Rhine and Florida Southern. As Benner takes ball 1 high, those are 4 combined wins against top 10 teams in 6 games played. Certainly the strong league record will help shape the Eagles' resume come postseason play for the regional rankings as Benner pops one foul back behind first. 1 ball, 1 strike. One to Benner. Fastball inside and low. 2 balls, 1 strike. On Carson-Newman's DH, or check that left fielder, the DH Kilgore's on deck. Benner drew a walk in the second inning. Two-one set. Benner hits one high and foul off to the right side. He was late on a fastball. And it's a 2 ball, 2 strike count on Seth Benner. the set for Graham with 2 outs. He pitches to Benner, a breaking ball that Seth lifts out toward right field. The right fielder is backing up and makes the catch. It's Richardson that ends the final, or gets the final out of the third to end the inning. But Carson-Newman does damage in the frame. 2 base hits, score 3 runs. An error helps bring home a run as well. And the Eagles strand 1 in the third. Carson-Newman has its first lead here on the road. It's 4-3 Carson-Newman as we head to the bottom half of the third here on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Brock Culpepper set to go back to work for Carson-Newman, who has a 4-3 lead as we get set to start the bottom half of inning number 3. From Kings Baseball Field on this April 16th, one of Carson-Newman's 2 remaining non-conference games scheduled this season. The Eagles will be at Emory and Henry next Tuesday at 3 p.m. The Eagles, when it's all said and done, will only play 3 home midweek games this year. Only 2 against non-conference teams as Culpepper starts the frame with a offering that is a breaking ball away. 1 ball, no strikes on the leadoff batter, Michael Stars. Top of the order for King here in the third. Culpepper's fastball's hit on the ground. Jenkins diving effort to keep it in the infield, but he won't be able to make a throw. And so an infield single will give King a base runner to start the frame. First time today the Tornado has been able to get the first batter of the inning on base. 1 on, nobody out. Jacob Ergel's the batter for Brad Hill's team. The lefty walked and singled in the first. First offering from Culpepper, fastball away. The Eagles stick with Culpepper here to pitch into the third. Xavier Hart and Cody Henderson, or check that, Christian Henderson, were throwing for the Eagles during Carson-Newman's half of the third. CN sticks with Culpepper, who sets and pitches a 1-0. Runner takes off, and the pitch is fouled off to the left side, out of play. Strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike count. Carson-Newman ahead 4-3. We've already had 2 lead changes here early on. A 1-1 count on Ergel as Culpepper sets for pitch 41. It's hit softly over the third baseman Gibson for a base hit into left field. Hit off the end of the bat, and it's back-to-back singles for King here in the third. Stars and Ergel go back-to-back to give King runners at first and second, and Jason White is out of the third base dugout. He'll make the walk out to the mound to be joined by the Eagles infield, and it appears maybe the Eagles will go to the pen here after back-to-back hits to start the inning, and they will. Xavier Hart's coming into the game for Carson-Newman. New pitcher. We'll tell you more about Hart when we come back to Kings Baseball Field. 4-3 Carson-Newman in the third here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Andrew Rogers, glad to welcome you back to Kings Baseball Field. This is the Eagles Sports Network, and Carson-Newman Baseball has a 4-3 advantage as Xavier Hart is the new pitcher for the Eagles, set to go to work against Kings' 3-hitter in the order. Levi Medford waits for Hart to finish up his warm-up pitches as the senior right-hander goes to work for the 12th time this year, already now doubling his appearances as a junior. 20 innings pitched for the right-hander this year, an 8.1 ERA in 20 innings, 17 strikeouts. He has allowed runs in 3 of his last 4 outings. He's not responsible for the 2 on base right now, but he goes to work with 2 on, nobody out in this bottom half of the 3rd. The set for Hart, and he pitches to Medford, a fastball waist high for strike 1. So Hart thrust into the situation now. See how the Eagles navigate their pen in this midweek game, and then just one day off prior to a weekend series starting Friday night in Salisbury, North Carolina. 0-1 set. Hart pitches a fastball that is fouled off Delgado's mitt, and he lost his mitt as it fell off his left hand. He'll gather it back, and it's strike 2 now on Medford. Hart did pitch against Carson-Newman earlier this year. This is his 3rd appearance against King in his career. Scoreless inning last year, 2 2/3 of 1-run ball earlier this year. Sets for an 0-2. High fastball stayed away from. 1 ball, 2 strike count. Hart really has had a fine season, even though it's an 8 ERA for the year. It's been inflated by 4 outings of his 11 this year that he's given up 3 runs or more. Besides that, his other 7 appearances, he's not allowed a single run. As close play back on a pick to second. Back safely, though, his Stars. In 4 appearances against Florida Southern, UVA-wise, and then twice against Lenore-Ryan, when he's given up all his runs. His other 7 have been scoreless innings and appearances. 1-2, breaking ball, blocked by Delgado. It gets away, though, and the runner's got a good jump on it. Delgado couldn't see where it was. And so it's ball 2, and 2 runners move into scoring position on the wild pitch. 2-2 count, and a base hit for Medford could give King the lead back. The righty, Hart, comes set. The senior has the glove at his chest. Lifts the left leg and pitches, and Medford hits one sky high to center. Out goes Jenkins into shallow center field. He's still backing up, falls down. Ball drops for a base hit. Throw home's late. It's 4-4. Jenkins going back behind the bag. Was trying to track it, and it drops in behind the second base bag in shallow center to tie the game at 4. Runner from second base and Ergel stays put. Stars scores on the hit, and it's 3 consecutive singles for King now in the 3rd. In steps Nathan Borchardt, who hit a home run in his first at-bat. Won't go down as an error, but it's a fielding play that was not made in shallow center by Jenkins, who was having to go back. Miller got a late jump and couldn't get to it either. The center fielder. First pitch to Borchardt, the lefty, who homered to center field, takes strike 1. Now it's about getting an out here in this 3rd inning. If you're Carson-Newman, trying to limit the damage as Kings tie it back up at 4. The righty Hart sets and pitches. Borchardt crushes one. He was out in front of a breaking ball. It goes and hooks foul down the right field line for strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. 4-4 game. Medford's single to center. An RBI single scored stars to tie the game. There's still nobody out and 2 on in the inning. The righty, Hart, sets. And the 0-2. Fastball late on his board chart, but he fouls it off. Carson-Newman has never lost to King in back-to-back meetings here in Bristol, Tennessee. The Eagles lost 6-5 last year in a game played on April 1st here in Bristol. No balls, 2 strikes as Hart comes set and gets ready to pitch another 0-2 to Borchardt. Here it is. Fastball again. Popped up, foul ground. Gibson's after it in foul ground. He stays in the grass and makes the catch. Big first out as Borchardt pops out for the first out of the frame. And now a double play intact still to end the inning potentially as Truman Roper stands in, the 5-hitter. A 290 hitter flew out in his first at-bat. He has a chance to give King the lead back here in this 3rd inning. Roper hits from the right side of the batter's box with 1 away and 2 on. Hart's first pitch home is a breaking ball lifted out towards center field. Trey Miller is after it in the right center field gap. He'll get to it and make the catch. Couple of flyouts for Roper. Miller makes this play, and there's 2 outs. So a good response after that high pop-up in shallow center that scored a run. Hart's gotten a pop-out in foul ground and a fly-out in back-to-back pitches to make their 2 outs in this 3rd inning. And now Joe Uribe stands in. RBI spot for him here as he faces Hart for the first time. First one home. Fastball, waist high, strike 1. The run charged to Culpepper. Hart responsible for the guy at first. Culpepper still charged for the guy at second base. After Brock Culpepper allowed the first 2 runners to reach this inning on singles. 0-1, breaking ball. Ball 1, throw to first, close play, and Floyd falls down as he tried to apply the tag on Medford. He's back safely as the runner. First and second base occupied in a 4-all game in the 3rd. 1 ball, 1 strike on Joe Uribe. 1-1 from Hart. Fastball inside and low for ball 2. Two-one count as the righty Hart sets. He looks back at second base. Nobody holds the runner as the pitch is thrown. It's a ground ball. Diving is Jenkins. He gets past him into left field. Base hit. Seth Benner fields it in left. His throw will be cut off by Gibson. Run scores. Kings back in front 5-4. Uribe drives a run in with a single through the left side. 4th hit of the inning for King and a 5-4 lead now. Ergel scores. Got a good jump on that ground ball through the left side. Obviously running on any contact. And so it's a 5-4 game. Medford into scoring position. He's at second base. And now Kale Richardson. Hart fires in a first pitch strike. Both those runs that have scored now in this frame are charged to Brock Culpepper. Hart, responsible for Medford and Uribe, who are on base now in the 3rd with 2 outs. Hart's 0-1 to Richardson. Swing and a miss at the breaking ball. And it's strike 2. Ground ball, foul down the left side. As Richardson tried to sneak it inside the bag. And he'll head back to the batter's box and wait for another 0-2 pitch. Hart pitching for the Eagles. This will be his 17th pitch of the inning. The righty looks at second base a second time and now fires a high fastball for ball 1. Richardson against Culpepper struck out last half inning. Faces the reliever Hart. Here in this third inning that has seen King go back in front. 1-2 set for Hart with 2 on and 2 out. The pitch, breaking ball right down the middle, called strike 3. Big strikeout for Xavier Hart to limit the damage, but King does damage to go back in front by 2 runs thanks to 4 hits in the inning. 2 runs on 4 hits with no errors, and 2 runners are left on base. We've played 1/3 of this Wednesday midweek between Carson-Newman and King. It's the Tornado 5 and the Eagles 4. 1-run game as we head to the 4th inning here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long. From the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
King regains the lead on a 4-hit third inning that scores 2 runs. All hits were singles, and it's a 5-4 game as Carson-Newman goes back to work. Offensively, 7-8-9 will be due up for the Eagles, who sent 7 batters to the plate in the third inning and scored 3 runs on 2 hits. See if the Eagles can carry any of that momentum that it gained against Jared Graham. Now against Carson Whaley, the left-handed pitcher, is King's new pitcher. A lefty will enter the game for the 9th time this year. He's got a sky-high earned run average, 22. 20.2 is the earned run average for the senior from Chuckey, Tennessee, and North Green High School, Carson Whaley. In 6 2/3 innings on the mound, he's allowed 15 hits and 20 runs with 6 strikeouts. So Whaley, the lefty, pitches against Tanner Kilgore to start the 4th. First offering, an inside fastball to Kilgore, called strike 1. Graham struggled with strikes a little bit, and the Eagles took advantage when he did throw them. See how Whaley pitches in his relief effort in the 4th. Lefty's offering home was a high fastball above the waist to Tanner Kilgore. 1 ball, 1 strike count on Carson-Newman's DH, who grounded out in his only at-bat so far, and that was back in inning number 2. We're in the 4th now, 5-4 game as Whaley pitches a 1-1, and Kilgore drives it out toward left center field. After it is the center fielder, Ergel. He gets to the wall. He's still going. He bangs into the wall as the ball hits off the wall. Kilgore rounding second base, and he'll stay put there as a good throw from Ergel. We'll keep Tanner Kilgore at second base, but it's a double off the wall in left center to start the 4th. Extra base hit for Tanner Kilgore to start the 4th inning. Back-to-back innings now. The Eagles have the leadoff guy aboard. Thanks to Tanner Kilgore, who's got his 4th double of the year and his 9th extra base hit. And now Frankie Delgado. Carson-Newman's catcher bats as the lefty-lefty matchup against Whaley. Lift in the fire. Delgado shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a strike anyway. 0-1. Frankie hitting .293 this year, 12 hits, 9 RBIs, having a fantastic senior season at the plate, which has featured 3 multi-hit games this year. All were in a row. 0-1, high fastball well above the zone. 1 ball, 1 strike count in a 1-run game. Here in the 4th inning, Eagles have the tying run at second base in Kilgore. Whaley sets. Delgado shows bunt. Will place it third base line, and it'll roll foul. Strike 2. This is a King baseball field that has a grass infield with dirt along the baseline and down the lines. The bunted ball was in the infield grass, but then once it left the grass, it sputtered to the left and foul. 1-2 set for Whaley against Delgado. Nobody out in the fourth. Delgado swings and floats one to right center field. This ball sinking in for a base hit. Kilgore had a late jump. He'll be held at third. He had to wait to see if the play was going to be made, as Delgado will sprint up to second base after the throw was sailed to home. And so a single in advance for Delgado puts the Eagles in business now, 2 in scoring position with nobody out. Kilgore had to hold up to make sure that ball was going to stay and get down for a base hit. It did, and so by the time Kilgore got to third base, Ergel made a good throw to home to hold him there, but Delgado took second. First pitch to Trey Miller, an inside fastball for ball 1 from Whaley. Here in this fourth inning, 4 runs for Carson-Newman so far, and the Eagles have compiled 5 hits, 6 hits, 5 runs for King so far. Trey Miller's the 9-hitter in this batting order for the Eagles. He bats with 2 on and nobody out. The pitch is a high fastball, 2-0. Well, first base is unoccupied, so King can certainly afford to walk Miller and set up a force at any base. Next one to Miller, a high fastball. Kilgore will stay put. And it's 3-0. Three balls, no strikes. Whaley sets. The southpaw lifts and fires a fastball back into the strike zone he gets. With a fastball to Miller to make it 3-1. 5-4 game. Carson-Newman has the tying run at third. In the fourth, and the go-ahead run at second base in Delgado. 3-1. Miller takes high fastball to make it ball 4, and the bases are loaded for Ryan Jenkins. He'll bat for the second straight inning. Nobody out in this fourth inning. King didn't get their first out of the last inning until the 5th batter. Then they got 3 in a row. Sac fly, ground ball, fly out. After the Eagles sent the first 5 guys to the plate to score 3 runs. They all reached, the first 5 did. Whaley sets with the bases loaded to Jenkins. The first pitch is into the dirt, blocked by Uribe for ball 1. Whaley struggled to find the zone now after the Eagles compiled back-to-back hits. He has thrown balls in 5 of his last 6 pitches. (1-0). Jenkins takes a fastball for strike 1. RBI chance here for Ryan Jenkins. He's batting with the bases loaded for the 9th time this year. He's just 1 for 8 this year with the bases loaded. Trying to drive in a run here and maybe give the Eagles the lead. 5-4 game, the 1-1. Jenkins takes low for ball 2. Spencer Williams, this is the top of the Eagles lineup, and so it only gets tougher here from Whaley. And on he goes in his 9th appearance of the year. 2 balls, 1 strike to Jenkins. The lefty pitches a fastball that Jenkins hits down the left field line. It's hooking. It's a fair ball. It'll roll all the way to the wall. One run is in. A second one will be waved around. Here comes Trey Miller from first. He sprints home without a throw. It's a bases clearing double for Ryan Jenkins, and Carson-Newman leads 7-5. Good work from Ryan Jenkins. A 3 RBI hit down the left field line. Trey Miller hustling all the way around the bases to score on Jenkins' double to left field, and that will run potentially Carson Whaley out of this game, and it will signal to the pen. Double, single, walk, double for the Eagles in the 4th inning, and they lead 7-5 thanks to a bases clearing double by Ryan Jenkins here in the 4th. 7-5. I'll tell you who King's new pitcher is when we return to Bristol, Tennessee after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
A bases clearing double from Ryan Jenkins gives Carson-Newman the lead back. We've already had 4 lead changes here in this midweek game between Carson-Newman and King. The Tornado regained the lead in the bottom half of the third thanks to 2 runs, but Carson-Newman's back in front by 2 thanks to a 3-run fourth, and there's still nobody out. And Carson-Newman sent 4 batters to the plate so far. A bases clearing double from Ryan Jenkins has CN back in front here in Bristol, Tennessee by a score of 7-5. We're at King's baseball field, and going to work on the mound now will be Royal Philo. The reliever is into the game for King with nobody out. He has a 9.7 ERA this year in 19 appearances. This will be his 20th, a team high this year. 47 innings pitched, 30 strikeouts in his 47 innings of work. He has a 2-4 win-loss record. He goes to work in a 7-5 game and will face Spencer Williams, the number 2 hitter in Carson-Newman's batting order. Williams' third at-bat will be against his 3rd different pitcher that he's faced today.
And the batter for Carson-Newman, right fielder number 26, Spencer Williams.
7-5 game. Jenkins in scoring position as Williams bats against Royal Philo. Williams takes a strike from the senior from Louisville, Tennessee. 4 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 2 were earned in Philo's first and only appearance against Carson-Newman this year. Struck out 3 in those 4 innings of work. Next one home, a fastball on the corner, strike 2. Williams behind, 0-2. He has walked and struck out, I should say, as Williams in his 2 previous plate appearances. Here today. 0-2 set. Williams waits on it. A breaking ball hit off the pitcher's mitt. It's fielded by Ruiz, and he'll throw out Williams at first base. Good job by the shortstop Ruiz as that ball was hit back up the middle. Philo got a finger in his glove on it, just barely, but it didn't move enough away from Ruiz, who is still close enough behind the mound to field it and throw out Williams. 6-3 put out. For the first out of the inning, Ryan Jenkins, after his double, will move to third base with Logan Floyd batting. First pitch breaking ball stays above the zone. 1 ball, no strikes on Logan Floyd, who is 1 for 2 today. He singled and scored a run in the 3rd. He's left at second base, though, part of that 3-run 3rd for Carson-Newman, who has scored in back-to-back half innings now. Another strike, or first strike thrown to Floyd. 1-1 count, 1 away. Eagles have scored in 3 straight frames. They've scored 3 runs at least in back-to-back frames. 1-1 from Philo, a breaking ball. Clips the zone, it's strike 2. A 1 ball, 2 strike count on Carson-Newman's 3-hitter and the conference's reigning player of the week, Logan Floyd. 1-2, swing and a miss on a ball into the dirt. They'll have to tag Floyd, and they will as he walks back to the dugout. It's strike 3, swinging on a breaking ball, 2 away. And Cole Nathan will stand in. Rare strikeout from Floyd this season. Just his 15th of the year. And in steps Cole Nathan. 15 strikeouts in 154 at-bats. Simply unheard of. Very low number. As Cole Nathan swings and pops the first one back and out of play for a foul ball and strike one. Eagles trying to bring home a run here from third with 2 outs. Having to face Royal Philo here in the 4th inning. The reliever is King's 4th different pitcher today. Next offering, a breaking ball. Breaks right into the strike zone on Cole Nathan, and ahead is the reliever Philo. 0-2 on Carson-Newman's second baseman Nathan, who has a solo home run and a sac fly in his first 2 at-bats today. 0-2. Nathan fights it off as he rolls one foul down the third baseline on a breaking ball. Take a look around the South Atlantic Conference as we work our way through the home half of this 4th inning. Only one other game in action in the league today. Also kind of walk you through Conference Carolinas and their standings. It's a really good league as well. Nathan throws his hands at another breaking ball and lifts another one foul. Kings' 7 wins in Conference Carolinas have been tough to come by. 2 have been this past weekend. They got a win against nationally ranked Young Harris a couple of weekends ago. Some good teams from the Conference Carolinas that'll try to qualify for the NCAA tournament as Nathan's behind a fastball from Philo. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Back-to-back strikeouts by Royal Philo with a runner at third base. Limits the damage in inning number 4, but Carson-Newman compiles 3 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and they strand 1 in the 4th. Back-to-back innings, Carson-Newman scored 3 runs, and it now leads 7-5 as we head to the home half of the 4th. After these messages, this is the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Xavier Hart goes back to work for Carson-Newman on the mound. He's the only reliever the Eagles have used so far as he pitches against this King lineup for the 2nd straight inning after holding the Tornado to just 2 runs in that 3rd inning, and Carson-Newman's back in front 7-5. See if the Eagles can get a shutdown inning from their senior right-hander who gets ready to throw his final couple of warm-up pitches prior to starting the bottom half of this 4th inning against Jose Ruiz. The 8-9-1 part of King's batting order will come to the plate. Around the South Atlantic Conference yesterday, Belmont Abbey able to squeeze past Mars Hill 13-7, the final score there in Mars Hill, North Carolina. Belmont Abbey is another quality team in the Southeast region this season. The Crusaders are 30-14 right now, and they've got 13 wins over teams with winning records. They are in the mix for an NCAA tournament bid. It's a good win on the road. Emory and Henry wins a football contest football score against Concord, 19-17. The final score there in Emory, Virginia yesterday as Hart comes set to start the 4th inning, and the first pitch is grounded back behind the mound. Jenkins diving stop in the infield dirt. He'll throw to first, and the play is made. Outstanding work by Ryan Jenkins, a diving effort to rob Ruiz of a base hit, and then he throws him out at first. 1 away. We have seen Jenkins make some spectacular defensive plays this season. He gets his jersey dirty for that one and throws out the speedy shortstop as well. That was a difficult play. And Jenkins flashes the leather to keep it in the infield, as well as his strong arm to get Ruiz for the first out, and now swinging and missing is Corley at a breaking ball for strike 1. 0-1 on Patrick Corley. Michael Stars at the top of the order waits on deck. Eagles have yet to send down, or the only time they've sent down King in order was the only time they've blanked the Tornado. Is a swing and a miss by Corley, makes it strike 2. That was the second inning when the 7, 8, 9 part of the order went down in order. No balls, 2 strikes. Xavier Hart's ahead early on Corley, who's 0 for 1 today. Nearly went after a breaking ball. 0-2 turns to 1-2 here in the 4th. 7-5 Carson-Newman. Eagles trying to complete the season sweep of King. Swept the Tornado in a series back in February, trying to win the 4th and final meeting of the year. 1-2, grounded foul. Third base side, Brad Hill, the head coach of the King baseball team, will field it and launch it across the way to the dugout, first base side. 1-2 count. It stays on Hart against Corley. Here in the 4th with 1 out. The senior pitches, breaking ball low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Corley fell for the breaking ball earlier in this at-bat. Now staying away from it, trying to battle with Hart here in the 4th. Two balls, 2 strikes. Xavier Hart pitches, breaking ball. This one in the strike zone and flied foul. Back behind home. The battle here from the third baseman Corley, who was 1 for 5 against Carson-Newman back in February. Two. Breaking ball low, 3-2. And Corley was foolish on an earlier slider from Hart to start this at-bat, but now has taken 3 of them outside the zone. That has now worked the count full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and a 7-5 game in the 4th. Hart pitches a fastball. It's hit out toward left center field. Seth Benner turns around. He's going after it. It gets to the wall and one-hops the wall. Benner will field it with his bare hand as he falls down. This will be extra bases and a triple for Patrick Corley. He squares up a fastball.
Second baseman number 7, Michael.
And there's a runner at third base with 1 out. Good piece of hitting by Patrick Corley, the third baseman. Able to rip one to left center field for his second triple of the year and his 4th extra base hit. And back to the top of the order for Michael Stars. Now Xavier Hart pitches to the top of the order here. In a 2-run game, Stars is singled and struck out so far. First pitch, ground ball, back off the mitt of Hart to keep it in front. He'll throw to first, a low throw. Floyd scoops it out of the dirt for the second out. Good work from Hart. That ball gets past him, it scores a run. Even if it's an RBI ground out, it does score a run, but Hart keeps it in front, got his mitt on it, stabs at it to keep it in front, and retires Stars for the second out of the inning. Hart doing his own work defensively for the second out, and now he'll face the lefty Jacob Ergel. In a 7-5 game, the lefty waits for the first pitch from Hart. It's a fastball, waist high for strike 1. We'll mark that down. If Hart's defensive play turns out to be the difference in this inning and maybe even in this game, as Delgado will make a slow walk to the mound to talk with Xavier Hart, and Tom Griffin will make his way out of the dugout. As he points back toward the dugout, we'll see what this will turn into, whether it's a pitching change or whether just a visit with Hart. In the pen right now, the Eagles do have 2 arms are throwing. 2 right-handers are loosening for Carson-Newman. Christian Henderson and Branson Angel are the 2 right-handers throwing down the left field line. Wouldn't be a matchup game if they turned to a reliever with 2 righties throwing. Henderson was throwing earlier with Hart back in the 3rd inning. Up and active again as Coach Griffin will make his way off the mound after Eric Nolan, the home plate umpire, breaks it up. So Hart will stay in the game here with a runner at 3rd and 2 outs in the inning. Hart comes set for a 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Ergel's behind the heat, and it's strike 2. At the heart of the order waiting in Levi Medford and Nathan Borchardt on the deck and in the hole. If Ergel were to reach here in the 4th, 0-2 set for Hart. A deep breath. He looks at third and pitches. Fastball driven to left field. It hangs up, and Seth Benner's right there to make the catch. Great work from Xavier Hart in the 4th after a 1-out triple. He keeps a ball in front, fields his own ground ball, and gets a fly ball to left to blank King in the 4th. Carson-Newman maintains a 2-run lead. It is 7-5 as we head to the 5th on the Eagles Sports Network.
If you're looking for official Eagle merchandise, look no further than the Carson-Newman bookstore. With a large selection of Carson-Newman gifts and apparel, you're sure to find something to please the entire family. From stuffed eagles to towel sets, sweatshirts, shorts, hats, and slippers, we literally have you covered from head to toe. We have just the item you're looking for no matter what the season. So whether you're an Eagle student, parent, alumni, or fan, shop us for everything orange and blue. Call 865-471-3539 for more information and store hours. We'll see you at the Carson-Newman bookstore.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
The game's over, but we're just getting...
We're back to Kings Baseball Field. It's a 7-5 game with Carson-Newman in front, set to face a new pitcher for King in this 5th inning. We'll tell you how he got here so far as King gets ready to pitch this 5th inning. We'll tell you who the new pitcher is once we have the number available to us, as Carson-Newman saw King score first, a 3-run home run in the first inning off the bat of Nathan Borchardt. In the first, made it 3-0. Carson-Newman responded, got a run in the second inning. Cole Nathan's solo home run, his 3rd of the year, made it 3-1. And then the Eagles got a shutdown inning and then went back to work in the 3rd for 3 runs, but then gave 2 back in the bottom half of the 3rd. And it was 5-4 before Carson-Newman scored 3 times in the 4th inning. To make it a 7-5 game, the Eagles have the 2-run lead as Aiden Gibson gets ready to start this top of the 5th inning. First pitch, fastball, is off the plate for ball 1. Jacob Regini, the new pitcher for King. 1-0 is a fastball grounded a third down the left field line. It goes for a base hit. Corley couldn't keep it in the infield. Gibson rounding first base, and he'll get to second base without a throw. It's a leadoff double for Aiden Gibson in the 5th. 3rd straight inning that Carson-Newman has been able to get the leadoff batter on base. 2nd straight off an extra base hit. Regini gives up a double on his 2nd pitch of his 4th appearance of the year. Breaking ball to Benner is off the plate for ball 1. 2 1/3 innings for Regini this year. 8 earned runs in 2 1/3 for a 30.8 earned run average. He pitched against Carson-Newman earlier this year. Gave up 3 runs and walked 5 guys. Inside strike to Seth Benner. 1 ball, 1 strike in the top of inning number 5 here from Bristol, Tennessee at Kings Baseball Field. One ball, 1 strike pitch to Benner. A breaking ball. Breaks at the inner part of the zone. Benner didn't like it, but it's called strike 2, and now he'll fix his batting gloves and reset as he stands back in to wait for a 1-2 from Regini here in the 5th. The senior right-hander from Virginia Beach, Virginia, sees Gibson get an extended lead and now pitches to Benner, who hits one to short. Going back to the second base bag is Gibson as Ruiz makes the play at short for the first out of the inning. Good job by Gibson to get back to second base. That ball was hit right in front of him And he was closer to the second base bag and elected to go back on Ruiz making the play on the ground ball to short. One away for Tanner Kilgore. Gibson goes to third on that ground ball. There's a high chance that Ruiz throws to third. And they've got Gibson out there. So a wise base running play by Gibson with nobody out as Kilgore crushes one through the left side on a line for a base hit. Gibson's rounding third. The ball gets away from the left fielder, Medford. Kilgore's around second base. He's sprinting toward third. He'll stop there. It'll be a single and a two-base error for Tanner Kilgore to drive in a run, and it's 8-5. Gibson was getting the go sign from third. He probably would have scored on the hit regardless, but Medford didn't field it cleanly. And so Kilgore scores a run. Gibson scores from second, 8-5. Carson-Newman's 8th hit to score its 8th run. Kilgore's got his second hit of the day. Infield in with one out as Delgado bats. First pitch fastball high for ball one. Good to see Tanner Kilgore swinging a good bat. He started the year very well, and over the course of a baseball season, certainly you're going to have your ups and downs. He's still hitting .300 this year. Arrives in his 32nd run of the year as Delgado hits one out toward left field. This could score a run. Kilgore's tagging. Medford makes the catch. Kilgore on his horse to score. The throw is wide left. Nobody covering home, of course, because the throw was so far left. Kilgore sprints in without having to slide. It's a sac fly for Frankie Delgado, and it's 9-5. Job done by Frankie. And Carson-Newman scored twice now in the 5th.
Center fielder number 7, Trey Miller.
2 away for Trey Miller. Wasn't hit all that deep, but the throw from Medford was well offline. Eagles were willing to test his arm and his accuracy. And it pays off to make it a 9-5 game. Breaking ball, a strike. Regini drops it into Miller, who is 1 for 1, has reached twice and scored twice. Singled and scored in the 3rd, walked and scored in the 4th. Hitting for the 3rd straight inning is Miller. 0-1 set from Regini. He pitches a breaking ball that hits the waist high part of the zone to Miller. Strike 2. Nobody on, 2 away. A 2-run 5th for Carson-Newman, who has scored in 4 straight half innings. 1 in the 2nd, 3 in each of the 3rd and 4th, and 2 in the 5th inning as the breaking ball is in the dirt. For ball 1. Blocked by Uribe. One ball, 2 strikes sent for Regini to Miller. Swing and a miss. He was out in front of the fastball, and it's strike 3 swinging on Miller. But Carson-Newman scores 2 more times in inning number 5. A leadoff double by Yaden Gibson, and Tanner Kilgore scores him with a single to left field, and Frankie Delgado brings home the 2nd run on a sac fly in the 5th. 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, or 1 error, I should say, and nobody left on base. We're through 4.5 at King's Baseball Field. It's Carson-Newman 9, King 5. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
9-5 game as Christian Henderson, the freshman from Clarksville, Tennessee, is warming up to make his 7th appearance of the season. It'll be just his 3rd as a reliever this year. He's made 4 starts in 6 appearances and now comes out of the bullpen to pitch the 5th inning against the heart of King's Order. Levi Medford, Nathan Borchardt, and Truman Roper are the scheduled hitters for the Tornado in the 5th against Christian Henderson, who has 19 2/3 innings pitched over his 6 appearances, a 6.41 ERA, and 14 strikeouts. He goes to work against Medford, the left fielder, and the first pitch of the inning is grounded sharply foul. Strike 1. Medford made the error in the top half of this inning that allowed Kilgore to get all the way to 3rd to set up the sac fly from Frankie Delgado. It was King's 3rd error of the game. 0-1 wind, and Henderson drops in a breaking ball for strike 2. You're going to get a lot of strikes when you face Christian Henderson. He's not walked a batter in his 19 2/3 innings pitched this season. 0-2 wind for the freshman. Breaking ball away makes it 1-2. Henderson has pitched at least 2 innings in all 6 of his appearances. If you don't count the 2 innings against Young Harris and his other 5, he's recorded at least 9 outs. 1-2 from Henderson. Fastball at the knees, earning him up. Strike 3. 15th K of the year for Christian Henderson. He gets Medford looking for strike 3 in the first out of the 5th. Eagles pitching is retired now 3 in a row after the final 2 outs of the 4th. As now Henderson faces Nathan Borchardt. Henderson is a guy that can give the Eagles length. See how he pitches in the middle innings of this game with his team up 4 runs. Fastball low for ball 1 from Henderson against Borchardt, who started the scoring today, a 3-run home run to center field back in the 1st. Next pitch is a fastball for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Next one home is a strike. And ahead is Christian Henderson at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in this 5th inning with 1 out. 9-5 the score. Carson-Newman has the lead. Henderson winds and pitches off the plate. Good spot with his fastball. Tried to locate on the corner. Didn't get the call, and now Henderson goes to work again. Count evens. He's got the sign from Frankie Delgado, the 2-2 to Borchardt. Fastball away again. That one obviously more outside the plate. Delgado didn't frame it. And it's a full count. Trying to not lose Borchardt is Christian Henderson here in the 5th as the righty winds and pitches a full count offering that's grounded to first base on 3 hops. Luke Goforth in the game. Sprints to first base and makes the play for the 2nd out of the inning. That's a change for the Eagles. Logan Floyd had been playing first. Now the Eagles bring in Goforth defensively. In steps Truman Roper with 2 outs. First pitch fastball is outside for ball 1, so Goforth. Didn't see him sprint onto the field. Usually warms up with the left fielder. In between half innings when Carson-Newman goes out defensively. Goforth in the game at first base here in this inning as floating one out to right center, and Roper will get this ball to drop in front of Nathan and Williams in right for a 2-out single. Good piece of hitting there from Truman Roper. Kind of hit off the end of his bat, but fortunately for him, it turns out to be his first hit in his 3rd at-bat and King's 8th hit. 2-out single brings Joe Uribe to the plate. So Goforth in the game defensively for Carson-Newman, taking the place of Logan Floyd with the Eagles up 4 runs in the 5th. First pitch strike from Henderson to Uribe, who's 1 for 2. He singled in a run in the 3rd. The freshman Henderson sets short lead for Roper, and the pitch home is another fastball at the knees, strike 2. You're going to get that with Christian Henderson. Strikes, and more strikes. That is what he's done well so far here in his 7th appearance of the year. Next offering, ground ball to short. Jenkins off a couple of hops will flip to second for the force down, and the inning is over. Good work by Christian Henderson. He needs just 15 pitches and 10 strikes to toss a scoreless fifth. Carson-Newman pitching has blanked King in back-to-back half innings. We're through 5 at King's baseball field in Bristol, Tennessee. Carson-Newman has 9 runs. King has 5 as we head to the 6th inning after this on the Eagle Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
King is going back to the bullpen. In comes Caleb Green. For the 13th time this year, the senior right-hander will pitch for the Tornado. He has had a pretty fine senior season. 4.63 ERA with a win and no losses in 12 appearances, 11 and 2/3 innings pitched this year. Low strikeout number, though, in his 11 innings pitched. Just 5 Ks, 5 walks, 14 hits allowed, 6 runs. They're all earned runs. And opponents are hitting nearly 300 against the senior right-hander. So Caleb Green, the new arm for Brad Hill's team, he will be the 6th different pitcher for King as we get set to start the 6th inning. That is a scorebook keeper's nightmare. Midweek games in which teams utilize several different arms to give guys some work. There's only 7 available slots in my Bob Carpenter's scorebook to write down. We're getting close to the end as Green's fastball is a strike to Ryan Jenkins. Connor Haynes went 2 innings. Jared Graham went an inning. Carson Whaley faced 4 batters, did not record an out. 0-1 set for Green against Jenkins, and he hits one high into the air right side. The right fielder is sprinting in. He's going to call off the second baseman, Stars, and Richardson makes the play. One away. Jenkins retired for the 2nd time today. In steps Spencer Williams. Royal Philo got King out of that 4th inning that saw Carson-Newman score 3 runs by striking 2 of the 3 batters he faced out. Royal Philo pitched, got all 3 outs of the 4th, and then Jared Regini got 3 outs of the 5th. Caleb Green pitching in the 6th for King's staff. Next offering is lifted toward right center field. Williams is going to see it drop into right center for a base hit. Take a wide turnaround first, but put the brakes on. And Williams has his 2nd hit. 2 for 4 day for Spencer Williams, and the Eagles have a runner with 1 away. And in steps Luke Goforth, his first opportunity to bat after coming on as a defensive replacement for Logan Floyd in this 5th inning. Or in the last half inning, 5th inning. Goforth bats here in the 6th inning with Carson-Newman ahead by 4 runs. First pitch, breaking ball, stays inside, but clips the corner, says Eric Nolan for strike 1. Probably more precautionary with Floyd. He entered the year with some back problems. Did not appear in any of the fall games the Eagles played in. Williams takes off sprinting towards second base. He's in a rundown, but the ball goes into the outfield, and Williams will get second base. Head scratching play there. Green's throw to second with Williams halfway between the bags. Just was so low that nobody could pick it out of the dirt. And so Williams was able to casually sprint to second base. They were going to have him in a rundown. Williams was content with starting one. He had just stayed put as the throw went to second base, and it went into the outfield. Throwing errors, the 4th by King today. 0-1 offering to the plate. Goforth hits it off the end of his bat. Foul, strike 2. Goforth batting for the first time here today for the Eagles, a .231 hitter for the year. 3 hits, 13 at-bats with a home run and 3 driven in. He's got a runner in scoring position in Williams with 1 away, but down 2 strikes in the account. The set for Green. He looks back at second base twice. Williams gets an extended lead, and now Green pitches a breaking ball that Goforth swings and misses at. Swinging strike 3 for out number 2. Green's first strikeout and his 6th of the year will bring Cole Nathan to the plate with 2 outs. Carson-Newman has scored in each of its last 4 half innings. 1 in the second, 3 each in innings 3 and 4, 2 in the 5th. Trying to keep the streak going in the 6th inning as Nathan takes low for ball 1. Williams a single and then reached second on an error. As the Eagles with a runner in scoring position in this 6th inning, ahead by 4. The set for Green. 1-0 pitch off the plate and low for ball 2. Green. Long pause. Now he pitches a fastball at the knees to Nathan. Williams headed for third, and he'll get there with ease. Just a lob back to the mound from Uribe, and Williams sprints to third base. He had an extended secondary lead and then sprinted for third on that lob back from Uribe to the pitcher Green. So Williams gets third with 2 balls and a strike on Nathan. The pitch. Fastball for ball 3. It was outside. Now Williams can score on a passed ball or wild pitch here, and would certainly score with ease on a base hit. Nathan has 2 RBI in this game to bring his season total to 39. Trying to get to 40 here with the hitter's count, the 3-1. Nathan will do so with a line drive single to left, and it's 10-5. Cole Nathan, have a day. Once again, his second hit is his 3rd RBI, and the Eagles lead by 5. It's 10-5 in the 6th.
Third baseman number 21.
All set up by a good at-bat as well. Able to work a hitter's count himself. Williams is good base running, got him in scoring position to score with ease to extend Carson-Newman's lead here in the 6th inning. Now Eden Gibson with 2 outs, bats with Nathan aboard, who's taking off, and Gibson skies it to left. Medford with his sunglasses will help shield the sun off as he makes the catch in left center field for the final out of the inning. But Carson-Newman has scored for its 5th straight half inning. Eagles get a 2-out RBI base hit from Cole Nathan, his 3rd of the game and his 40th of the year. Carson-Newman has scored the last 6 runs in this baseball game and leads 10-5 at Kings Baseball Field in Bristol, Tennessee. 5-run lead for the Eagles as we head to the home half of the 6th after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
Carson-Newman has a 5-run lead and has reached double digits in scoring for the 11th time this year. Carson-Newman has 10 runs on 10 hits to gain a 5-run advantage as we head to the home half of inning number 6 here on the Eagles Sports Network. Andrew Rogers, glad to bring you the coverage from Kings Baseball Field today. Camped underneath the canopy off to the right side in foul ground, first base side, next to the dugout along the first base side as swinging at the first pitch and fouling it back is Cale Richardson, the 7-hitter for strike one. Carson-Newman has allowed a base runner in each of the last 2 frames, but has thrown scoreless innings. Xavier Hart, Christian Henderson, the pitcher right now, combined for those efforts as Henderson pumps in strike 2, and he's ahead at no balls and 2 strikes to Richardson, who bats for the 3rd time. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Henderson goes with 3 pitches and gets Richardson swinging. 1 away. Second strikeout for Christian Henderson in his 7th career appearance, and now he'll face Jose Ruiz. Carson-Newman has double-digit hits for the 21st time this year, compiling 10 hits through the first 6 innings of this game, and has done so for the 3rd time in the last 5 as well. Henderson winds and Ruiz crushes one out toward left center field. Benner and Miller are after. This ball's in the gap, though, and it one hops off the wall. Extra bases for Ruiz. He heads to second base without a throw, and will stay put there. A one-out double for Jose Ruiz here in the 6th inning. Good piece of hitting there for Ruiz. His 3rd hit of the year against Carson-Newman in 4 games played. And King's got a base runner for the 3rd straight inning. Trying to break this scoreless drought they've been on, though. They haven't scored in the last 2 frames after scoring 3 in the 1st and 2 in the 3rd. Ruiz at second base after his 7th double of the year. And Henderson works with traffic against the 9-hitter Corley. First pitch, Corley pops up foul back behind home. Corley tripled in his most recent at-bat. King now has 9 hits, and 8 of the 9 batters in the batting order have recorded a hit, except for the 7-hitter Richardson, who struck out 3 times. No balls and a strike. Extended lead for Ruiz as Henderson checks on him and then pitches a low fastball for ball 1. One ball, 1 strike. 10-5 game in favor of Carson-Newman thanks to 6 unanswered runs here in the middle innings. 1-1 set for the freshman. He'll pick to second base. Low throw. It gets into center field, but Ruiz will stay put. Good awareness by Ruiz. Miller was backing up the throw, and so had he tested Miller's arm, he probably would have been thrown out on a good throw. And so Ruiz stays put at second base. The count is still 1-1 on the 9-hitter Corley here in the 6th inning. Henderson sets at the belt. He pitches. Fastball low for ball 2. Carson-Newman has won 10 of the last 11 meetings in this series. King's only victory over the Eagles was last April. A 6-5 win here in Bristol. 2-1 set for Christian Henderson in his 2nd inning of work. He looks at second and pitches. Fastball low. Frankie Delgado fakes the throw back to second base. Back safely Ruiz, obviously on no throw. And it's now a 3-1 count on the 9-hitter Corley. Henderson has not walked a batter this season. In danger of losing the 9-hitter Corley with 1 out in the 6th inning. Henderson will pick to second base. The throw's behind Nathan and gets into center field. Runner will move to third base. It's also a pitch clock violation on Henderson. He didn't make the move in time, and so it'll be a walk, and Corley's up to first base. Tom Griffin out to chat with the bases umpire, Stephen Grady, potentially about whether the runner was able to go there if there wasn't a move with the clock expiring. Runner will move to third, though.
Second baseman number 7
on what will be ruled as a throwing error on Henderson to get Ruiz to third, and the clock ran down on Henderson as well, and so it grants Corley first base. That's going to be officially the first walk of the year and of the career of Christian Henderson, and it puts runners on the corners in the 6th inning with 1 out. And the top of the order batting in Michael Stars. Double and a walk have the corners occupied with 1 away for Stars, who's 1 for 3. First pitch, breaking ball away for ball 1. Didn't take you through the full schedule of South Atlantic Conference affairs yesterday, and so we'll do that in the top half of the 7th. Also tell you what's happening around the league today. 1 ball, no strikes. Henderson trying to find it in the 6th inning, and he'll pick to first. Goforth catches on one knee and will lob it back to his pitcher. One ball, no strikes. Henderson sets and pitches. Stars crushes it to center field. Trey Miller goes back a couple of steps. He'll make the catch. This will be a sacrifice fly for Stars. The runner that moved from second to third is able to make the catch, or is able to tag up after Miller made the catch, and the run scores in Ruiz. It's 10-6. On Stars' sacrifice fly, his first ribby of the day. Makes it 10-6, breaks up a 6 unanswered run stretch by the Eagles in innings 4, 5, 6. 1 on, 2 out for Jacob Ergel now against Henderson. Pick to first. Back safely is the runner in Corley. King is kept up with Carson-Newman offensively in the hits category. 10 hits for Carson-Newman, 9 for King, but 4 runs behind is the Tornado. Henderson sets at the belt. Long pause. He'll pick to first again. Back safely again is Corley, who's on base for the 2nd straight time. He tripled in inning number 4 and walked in this inning. And is the King's only base runner right now in this 6th inning with 2 outs. Henderson pitches. Fastball fouled back. 4 strike 1. King defensively has made 4 errors today. Those have been costly. And part of the reason it's a 4-run game as well here in this 6th inning. They've cut into it, though, with a run in this frame, trying to limit that. Nothing in 1 set for Henderson. He'll pick to first. Well, the runner was leaning, but Corley able to get back safely. Of the 10 runs Carson-Newman scored, only 7 of them are earned. So 3 unearned runs have scored in a 4-run game. Henderson sets. No balls and a strike. The pitch to the batter is a ball. Back safely as Corley. The Eagles making a concerted effort to keep him close. And they've been close on a couple pickoffs. Delgado throws back there and unable to get the runner. And so Henderson's got the ball back as he comes set for his 29th pitch out of the bullpen. Recorded 5 outs and 8 batters faced so far, and pitches a 1-1. Ground ball to short. Jenkins off 1 hop will field that ground ball, throw to first. And Goforth snares it for the final out of the inning. But King is able to end a stretch where Carson-Newman had the last 6 runs of this game. They get a sac fly from Michael Stars after Jose Ruiz's 1-out double. And it's 10-6 through 2/3 of this Wednesday midweek matchup between Carson-Newman and King. The Eagles have won 3 straight in the series, trying to win 4 straight. And we'll go down the stretch in these final 3 innings with Carson-Newman ahead by 4 runs. 10-6 Eagles here on the Eagle Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
About set to start the 7th inning, and King will turn to its 7th different pitcher in this midweek contest. The newest one for the Tornado is a right-handed pitcher, Braden Meredith, the freshman, comes into the game for King for the 7th time this year. Meredith, in 8 innings pitched, has allowed 9 earned runs to score on 15 hits, 5 strikeouts, 6 walks. He's the new pitcher for King, and this will be his 3rd appearance of the month. He's recorded 6 outs, or rather 7 outs, in his first 2 appearances this month. Is coming off an effort against Young Harris in which he gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. That was 11 days ago. He'll go against Seth Benner, Tanner Kilgore, and Frankie Delgado are Carson-Newman's scheduled hitters here in inning number 7 from King's baseball field. Fastball from Meredith misses to Benner for ball 1. Carson-Newman in the 10-6 advantage through 7 innings, 10 runs on 10 hits. King has 6 runs on 9 hits, but 4 errors. 1-0 from Meredith to Benner is a called strike 1. Next offering to Benner, a high fastball, moves the count to 2 balls and 1 strike. Seth Benner bats for the 4th time today. Ground down, a fly out, and he drew a walk back in inning number 2. Next one home to Benner, ball into the dirt. It's ball 3. To move the count to a hitter's count in favor of Benner here in this 7th inning. Meredith trying to get back into the count, won't be able to do so. He walks Benner on 5 pitches. That is the 4th walk by King's staff today. And the Eagles have the leadoff batter aboard here in the 7th inning. In steps Tanner Kilgore, who's having a nice day at the plate. He has recorded 2 hits and has scored after he's recorded both of those hits. First pitch from Meredith, fastball away, and he's missed on 5 straight offerings now here in this 7th inning. Meredith sets, and the freshman pitches to Kilgore, who swings and pops one foul. Back behind the first base dugout for strike 1. Good day for Tanner Kilgore at the plate, as we've talked about. A couple of RBI, or a couple of hits so far, and a couple of runs scored. One of 2 Eagles with a multi-hit day so far as he takes breaking ball high. That one was elevated from Meredith. And it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count with Carson ahead by 4 runs. We're early in the top half of the 7th inning. Eagles have 1 on and nobody out. Next one home, Kilgore hits it out toward right center field. Sprinting in is Richardson. It drops in for a base hit. Moving to second base is Seth Benner. And the Eagles have put the first 2 men on base here in inning number 7. The Eagles will bring a runner into the game as well. Braxton Smith will come into the game and run for Seth Benner at second base. Eagles want some speed in scoring position here. With Frankie Delgado batting. Could be a sacrifice situation as well. 2 on, nobody out. Kilgore's got his 3rd hit of the game. First Eagle with 3 hits today. Delgado shows bunt quickly and pulls it back and takes strike 1. Delgado with a single and an RBI so far in this game, an RBI sacrifice fly back in inning number 5. He bats for the 4th time and shows bunt, bunts it foul though back to the on-deck circle where Trey Miller will retrieve it. And it's strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes. Meredith pitches a breaking ball. Delgado pops it foul. And it'll go down as a strikeout. He can't get the bunt down. And so Meredith gets the first out of the inning on a failed bunt attempt by Delgado here in the 7th inning. It's a strikeout sixth of the year for Meredith. And there's one away in inning number 7 with still 2 on and 1 out. See what Trey Miller can do. He is 1 for 2 and has scored twice, a single back in inning number 3. He started a 3-run third with that leadoff single the first time he batted. He shows bunt, pulls it back, and takes a ball in the dirt. 4-1. 2 on, 1 out. Miller batting for the Eagles, who are up 4. Yesterday, Anderson took down Southern Wesleyan in 7 innings, 14-1 the final. UVA Wise went to extra innings in a non-conference game against Tusculum and won 8-7 in 11 frames. 1-0, Miller shows bunt, gets it down right back to Meredith. He'll go to first with it, and the sacrifice bunt will move the runners into scoring position with 2 outs. Miller able to get the sacrifice down. And so Smith moves from second to third and Kilgore to first, or from first to second, to bring in Ryan Jenkins at the top of the order. Miller leads Carson-Newman in his top 10 nationally in sacrifice bunts with now 9 this year. And Jenkins gets drilled by an inside fastball on Meredith's first pitch, and so they're loaded up now for Spencer Williams. So Jenkins hit by the pitch. That'll be the 3rd time he's on base in this game. And the bases are loaded for Spencer Williams, trying to break this game open in inning number 7. Williams this year will bat for the 13th time with the bases loaded. Nobody on this roster has more ABs with the bases loaded than Williams. First pitch fastball's high for ball 1. He has 2 hits this year with the bases loaded in those 12 at-bats. Trying to add to that total here against Meredith, the reliever for King. Fastball across the plate, strike 1. Williams today is 1 for 3. He has also scored twice. He's been on base because of singles, or because of a single and an error. Good breaking ball for Meredith, but that ball missed the zone. A little inside, according to the home plate umpire, Eric Nolan. Ball 2. 2-1 set for Meredith, the pitch. Fastball, Williams fouls back, and it's strike 2. 2-ball, 2-strike count. They're loaded up for the Eagles in inning number 7. CN trying to score for a 6th straight inning. Meredith's 2-2, breaking ball, high ball 3. Couple of good pitches from Meredith in this AB that have missed the zone, and now Williams works it full. Eagles will be in motion on the pitch as Meredith's 3-2 is low ball 4, and Williams scores a run on his bases loaded walk. It's 11-6.
First baseman number 4, Luke, go for it.
Braxton Smith comes around to score from third base. Up to second is Jenkins. To third goes Tanner Kilgore as Luke Goforth bats with the bases loaded. First pitch is a high fastball for ball 1. This will be Luke's first at-bat of the year with the bases loaded. He has 3 RBI and can add to that total with a knock here. Bases loaded, 2 outs. The 1-0 is a fastball low for ball 2. Meredith's working quickly. And now he'll step behind the mound and regroup here and take a second to gather his thoughts. He's thrown 23 pitches so far and has only hit the zone 9 times. 2-0 set, the pitch to Goforth. Below the zone with a fastball, and it's 3-0. Carson-Newman has scored for the 6th straight half inning to lead 11-6, trying to add on to it as Luke Goforth stands back in to wait for a 3-0. Probably taken all the way. Here it is. It's a fastball, and it's right down the middle for strike 1. Carson-Newman has just 1 hit in this inning. Has had 3 other runners reach because of walks and hit by pitches. The 3-1 to Goforth is another strike on a fastball, and the count is full. Once again, the Eagles' base runners will be in motion and on the pitch. Meredith sets and fires. High fastball, ball 4. Back-to-back bases loaded walks. Make it 12-6. Kilgore comes in to score. Jenkins to third, Williams to second as Goforth drives in his 4th run of the year by drawing a bases loaded walk. And now Cole Nathan in a 12-6 game in the 7th with 2 outs. The set for Meredith and the pitch to Nathan. A high fastball. This one clips the upper half and it's strike 1. This will be the 8th batter of the inning for the Eagles, who have only recorded 1 hit to score twice in the frame. Nathan has 3 RBI today. The pitch is a breaking ball grounded sharply to short. Ruiz will go to second for it, and the force out is made. Inning over. But Carson-Newman able to score twice in the inning off just 1 hit. They get 2 runs off walks in the frame. No errors, and the bases are left loaded. We're through 6.5. We'll stretch here at Kings Baseball Field. It's a 6-run advantage as we head to the bottom half of the 7th inning. This is the Eagle Sports Network.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Lite is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilite.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
9 outs to go with Carson-Newman leading by 6 runs. It will turn to Branson Angel for the 14th time this year. The sophomore from Lutz, Florida, has a 7.7 ERA for the year in his 31 1/3 innings pitched. 10 walks, 20 strikeouts. His last 2 appearances, he has recorded victories, his first 2 career wins in the Eagles orange and blue. This is not a situation in which he can record a win. This is a relief effort for Branson Angel, who will make his 4th straight appearance out of the bullpen. He started the year as Carson-Newman's number 3 starter on the weekends and has now moved into a relieving role. And he's fared well as a reliever over these last 3 appearances. He's gone 4 1/3 and has allowed just 3 runs, or 7 1/3 rather, and has allowed just 3 runs and struck out 3. He'll face 3, 4, and 5 in the 7th inning against King's Order. Medford the batter and takes ball 1 on a breaking ball low for ball 1. So Branson Angel relieves Christian Henderson in this 7th inning. Culpepper, Hart, Henderson have each gone 2 innings for the Eagles. 1-0 breaking ball, bounces in there. Medford able to hold the bat back for ball 2. See how long the Eagles want to throw Angel. He has thrown at multiple innings in 6 straight outings. 2-0 line for Angel. Fastball hit high into the air, right side. Goforth is after it with Cole Nathan in foul ground. Nathan calls off Goforth. It makes the catch, 1 away. Goforth sprinted back initially, overran it. Cole Nathan had a better angle at it, called off Goforth, the reserve first baseman, to make the catch. Medford retired. He's now 2 for 4. And there's 1 away in the 7th inning. In steps the home run hitting Nathan Borchardt. He had a 3-run home run all the way back in inning number 1 today. Started the scoring in our midweek game today as the first pitch is hit high out toward left center field. Trey Miller has a good beat on it. He's toward the gap, and he'll make the catch. 2 away. Back-to-back pitches, back-to-back outs here in this 7th inning for Branson Angel. Also, Braxton Smith came in as a pinch runner there in the top of the half of the 7th inning. He'll stay in the game. He's the left fielder for the Eagles. as Truman Roper comes to the dish, the 5-hitter with 2 away. Eagles ahead by 6 runs. Angel sets at the belt, winds and pitches. Breaking ball for ball 1. Looked pretty good, but it's off the plate, says Eric Nolan. Yesterday, Catawba defeated UNC Pembroke in Florence, South Carolina 7-5, so the Eagles will face a Catawba College team as Roper swings and misses. Had a good breaking ball, 1-1 count. Carson-Newman's going to face a Catawba team that has won 4 straight entering the weekend, and a team that's won 7 of 8 as Roper hits one high and foul back behind the first base dugout and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strike count with 2 outs in the 7th inning. The only loss was to number 16 Lenore Ryan in a midweek game. The Indians have won 11 straight conference games. 1-2 behind Roper was the fastball from Angel. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count. Catawba lost to UVA Wise in 7 innings, got run ruled on March 14th, 12-2, and since then the Indians have won 11 straight league games. One of the best and hottest teams in the region is Carson-Newman's opponent on Friday and Saturday as Angel misses with a breaking ball away, and the count is now 3-2 with 2 outs in inning number 7. Angel trying to send King down in order. Would be the second time Eagles pitching has done that today. The sophomore right-hander is into his windup. The 3-2 to Roper's tapped foul at the plate. Certainly that Catawba team led by Jim Gant in his 30th year, or 29th year. He's got more than 1,000 wins in his coaching career. The Catawba alum leading his Indians to another successful season. 3-2 wind for Angel. He pitches again, and a swing and a miss by Roper. Inning over. First 1-2-3 inning by Carson-Newman pitching since the 2nd inning, and it comes from Branson Angel. A pop fly, a fly out, and a strikeout sends King down in order in the 7th. We've played 7 innings at King's baseball field. It's Carson-Newman 12. It's King 6 on the Eagles Sports Network.
My favorite thing about my community? The safety, the reliability, the people. We rely on each other, and we rely on local electric co-op. It's not just about electricity. It's about empowering community, empowering moments, empowering safety, empowering togetherness, empowering knowledge. That's why when I need something, I rely on my co-op. I trust my co-op because the co-op is us. We are the co-op. AEC, member-owned and service-driven.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
8th inning, an 8th different pitcher for King. Jonathan Webster is a junior from Strawberry Plains, Tennessee, and he is into the game to pitch for King. He is the 8th different reliever for the Tornado. He is warming up prior to making his 18th appearance of the year. 15 1/3 innings pitched for the right-hander this year, 15 strikeouts and 9 walks to his line, a 9.3 earned run average in his first 17 appearances of the year. He did not pitch against Carson-Newman the first time around in that 3-game series. He'll pitch for the 5th time this month and is coming off a performance against Southern Wesleyan on Sunday in which he tossed 2 scoreless innings. So Jonathan Webster, the reliever for King, he has only allowed 1 run over his last 4 appearances, all of which have been in this month of April. So Webster, the reliever, the 8th different reliever for King in this baseball game. He'll face the middle of Carson-Newman's batting order. Aiden Gibson is going to be the first one for the Eagles in the 8th inning. And then after that, it'll be Seth Benner, or check that, Braxton Smith, and Tanner Kilgore in inning number 8. 5, 6, and 7 against Webster in the 8th. Eagles sent 8 to the plate in the 7th inning and scored twice. They have scored in 6 straight half innings. First pitch on the way. Fastball. Gibson crushes to straightaway center field. Back goes the center fielder, Ergel, and he gets to the wall and has just enough room to make the catch on Aiden Gibson's fly ball to center field for the first out of inning number 8. One away for Braxton Smith. Eagles have done a good job not looking ahead to the weekend series. Certainly you knew what April was going to be about. A stretch where you start the month with a 4th-place Coker team, a 2nd-place Lenore-Ryan team, and then a 1st-place Catawba team as Webster overthrows a fastball and misses for ball 1. And certainly you don't want these midweek games to be overlooked against teams like UVA, Wise, King, Emory, and Henry is up next. Games that Carson-Newman should win and must win in order to maintain quality status within the Southeast region. And the Eagles so far are taking care of business as Braxton Smith takes strike 1 from Jonathan Webster. Smith batting for the first time after coming in as a pinch runner last half inning. A 1-0 pitch from Webster. Smith pops it foul back behind first, and it's 2 strikes now on Carson-Newman's freshman outfielder, who hits .294 this year, a home run and 15 RBI, with 20 hits in his 68 at-bats. 1-2 set for Webster, and he pitches. High breaking ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count on Smith with 1 away in the 8th. Carson-Newman has 11 hits to score 12 runs. King with 6 runs on 9 hits and 4 errors. Webster, the right-hander, sets at the belt, lifts the left leg, and fires a fastball that Smith stayed away from. It was a good spot by Webster, but it's off the plate, and it's a full count at 3-2. Smith batting for the first time today with his team up by 6 runs. Eagles trying to win back-to-back games and 4 straight against King. 3-2. Fastball. Smith was ready for it and hooks it toward the Eagles' dugout. Foul. Ball hit off the fencing and went into fair territory, and so Medford will track it down and lob it toward foul ground. And we'll wait for him to get back into position out in his left field spot as Webster toes the rubber again now. Trying to retire Smith, who will wait for an 8th pitch. 3-2 set, and Webster pitches to Smith. A high fastball that Braxton stays away from. Good AB, and first base granted on base on balls for Braxton Smith here with 1 out in the 8th. Eagles will bring a pinch hitter into the game. This is Nicholas Castellana batting for the Eagles.
Now batting Nicholas Castellana.
Castellana pinch hits for the Eagles. He was the sack player of the week after the opening weekend series against King. He hit .700 against the Tornado. Was terrific in that opening week of the year. Bats against King again here and hits one high into the air in the infield. Pop fly. The shortstop Ruiz in the infield grass will make the catch. And there's 2 outs. First pitch swing. Castellana comes up empty on a pop fly. And now the 2-out batter here in the 8th inning will be Frankie Delgado.
Catcher number 8, Frankie Delgado.
Delgado bats for the Eagles with 2 away, trying to help extend a stretch here for Carson-Newman's offense in which it has scored in 6 straight half innings. 1-3-3, 2-1-2 is the order of runs. There's the number of runs by inning. Runner takes off. Delgado swings at a pitch out of the zone. The throw down is well off line. And it's swinging strike 1. Brad Hill's out of the dugout. He thinks maybe there was interference on the throw, or on the swing and miss by Delgado that did not allow the catcher Ruiz, or Uribe I should say, to make a good throw to second base. It was a hit and run because that ball was way outside, but Delgado had to do his part and swing. In a hit and run scenario, you are asked to swing the bat regardless of where the pitch is. Obviously, if it's going to hit you or whatnot, then certainly You can't swing at that, but Delgado chased a pitch outside, and the hit-and-run scenario wasn't able to put it in play, but swiping second Smith. So he's in scoring position with 2 outs as Delgado takes the next one high for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strikes. One strike with 2 outs. Webster pitching to Delgado. The 1-1 set for Webster. He'll pitch. Foul back by Delgado, and it's strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. King trying to toss a scoreless inning for the first time since the opening frame. 1-2 from Webster to Delgado, a high fastball away as well. 2-2 count. With Carson-Newman ahead by 6 runs, 12-6, trying to win an 11th game in the last 12 meetings against this King team. Wind picks up and Webster wants to step off and regroup. You can probably hear it through our crowd microphone as well. It's been gusty throughout. Favoring the hitters today. 2-2, swing and a miss by Delgado at the high heat, and the inning's over. Webster gets a strikeout, and the Eagles strand a runner in scoring position. For the first time since the first inning, Carson-Newman's blanked offensively in a frame. 12-6 as we head to the bottom half of inning number 8. Branson Angel back out to the mound for the Eagles when we come back to King's Baseball Field in Bristol, Tennessee after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
Bottom of the 8th inning, about to get underway. Branson Angel went 1-2-3 in his 7th inning. In his first inning of work, inning number 7, and now he goes to work in the 8th inning against Joe Uribe, the catcher, to start this 8th inning. 12-6, the score. Eagles by 6 runs, thanks to a good stretch offensively in which Carson-Newman scored in innings 2 through 7. After giving up 3 runs in the first inning, Carson-Newman outscored King in the next 5 by 8 runs, by 9 runs, 12-3. First pitch swinging and driving one to left field is Levi Medford, or check that, Uribe, I should say, for a base hit. Joe Uribe's got his second single after going hitless in 3 at-bats earlier this season against Carson-Newman. And now a pinch hitter will come into the game for Cale Richardson, who was 0-for-3 with 3 strikeouts. They'll bring in Daniel Hicks, a pinch hitter here. Off the bench, 24th appearance for Hicks this year. He's a .262 hitter at the plate, 11 hits, 42 at-bats. First pitch, high fastball for ball 1. Eagles have some guys stretching and one throwing down the left field line. Often foul ground, fenced away from the field. Or a couple of guys throwing. Branson Angel sets and pitches a fastball at the knees for strike 1. He's working with traffic for the first time as Angel. Went 1-2-3 in the 7th and gives up a leadoff single here to start this home half of the 8th. Facing the pinch hitter Hicks. Next one home, 1-1 is hit high out toward left field. Back goes Braxton Smith into the left center field gap. He'll make the catch, getting close to the wall. That'll keep the runner at first base. Smith makes the play, one away. In steps Jose Ruiz.
Number 5, Jose Ruiz.
So Hicks comes up empty in his pinch hit effort, the senior from right here in Bristol. He's hitless in his last couple of appearances, and now in steps Ruiz, who doubled and scored in the 6th. Sophomore Angel sets at the belt and pitches a breaking ball for strike one. Good offering by Angel, who's facing his 5th batter out of the bullpen, or 6th batter out of the bullpen. That's allowed just one runner. That runner's aboard right now in a 12-6 game, home half of the 8th. The sophomore sets, glove at the belt, lifts and fires another fastball. Ruiz skies it to center. Trey Miller is in dead center field, backing up and now making the catch for the second out. Good throw in as well as the runner thought about tagging, but Uribe will stay put. Back-to-back flyouts for the 2 outs now in the 8th inning. And in steps Patrick Corley. So just when the Eagles started to get some guys throwing, after the leadoff single by Joe Uribe, it has been back-to-back fly balls, and Angels a couple of pitches away and an out away from a scoreless 8th. First offering, a breaking ball, low and away for ball 1. Good thing about this midweek game right now for Carson-Newman is only used 4 pitchers, and they've gotten good work in multiple innings from their first 3. Angel an out away from making it 4 Eagles to throw 2 innings. 1-0 breaking ball below the knees to Corley. It's 2-0. Culpepper gives up 5 runs in 2 innings of work with 2 strikeouts. Xavier Hart, 2 scoreless. Christian Henderson, 2 innings of 1-run ball. Now Angel trying to toss 2 scoreless. Behind Corley, 2-0, and now back into the count with a strike. It was a fastball in the corner, outside corner, to make it 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike with 2 outs in the 8th. Pitch to Corley. Sky to center field. Should be the final out of the inning. Trey Miller is after it. Toward left center field. Will make the catch. And the inning is over. Joe Uribe leadoff single in the 8th, but 3 consecutive flyouts give Branson Angel another scoreless frame. 8 innings in the books. It's Carson-Newman 12, King 6. Eagles try to add on to their 6-run lead when we come back for the top half of the 9th after this on a windy day in Bristol, Tennessee. This is the Eagles Sports Network.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with their $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Looking to make your home more comfortable and affordable? Maybe with a new electric heat pump or new attic insulation? And don't forget new doors and windows. AEC is here to help. We have a quality contractor network, easy financing, and incentives for home upgrades. Plus, AEC carefully inspects every job to ensure the highest quality satisfaction. Visit our website at aeccoop.org for applications, contractor lists, and more details. AEC, power what matters most.
Ninth inning, 9th different pitcher for King here today. Cole Pletcher will pitch the 9th inning for the Tornado. Nobody has pitched in more games this season for King now than Cole Pletcher. This will be the senior's 21st appearance this season. He did pitch against Carson-Newman earlier this year and got 2 outs and gave up 6 hits and 6 runs. Walking 2 and striking out another. Pletcher, the pitcher in the 9th inning for King. He has a 10-1 ERA and 26 and 2/3 innings pitched this season. So he goes to work against 9-1-2 of Carson-Newman's order. The scheduled hitters this inning will be Trey Miller, Ryan Jenkins, and Spencer Williams. Those 3 seem to be lined up and ready to roll. against Cole Pletcher here in inning number 9, with Carson-Newman ahead 12-6 thanks to 11 hits. First pitch from the righty Pletcher is a pop fly by Miller in fair territory. First baseman will make the play. Borchardt under it, and there's one out on one pitch. Miller is now 1 for 3 in this game. And there's one away for Ryan Jenkins, who will bat for the 6th time. Sometimes Jenkins' batting average will seem lower than it should be, and not should be, but lower than usual just because of the number of ABs that he'll get at the top of the batting order. He's got a 266 average entering today's game. He is 1 for 3 with 3 RBI, but has been an elite top of the order batter for this Carson-Newman offense as he takes breaking ball low for ball 1. He's been a nice weapon for the Eagles to insert it to the top spot ahead of Spencer Williams. 1-0 from Pletcher. Fastball inside half, misses 2-0. And it gives the Eagles multiple leadoff guys. When you put a guy like Trey Miller hitting .350 at your 9 spot, give you that second leadoff guy. And we've seen the Eagles load the bases a lot this year from the bottom of the order to then get to the top and middle part for Floyd as Jenkins is hit by a pitch for the 2nd time. And that one also hit the catcher, Uribe. He seems to be okay. Might have got his right arm. Pitcher will walk the ball out to Pletcher and give the catcher a second. Runner on for the Eagles in the 9th with 1 out for Spencer Williams as Jenkins reaches base for the 4th time in this game. So his on-base percentage sometimes, an on-base mark, is sometimes better to look at for a leadoff guy. He's on 40% of the time. He comes to the plate for a guy that averages more than 4, or basically 4 at-bats per game. First pitch to Williams. Fastball is across the plate for strike 1. The ball's in a strike on Williams, who so far in this game has a hit and 3 at-bats with an RBI. 6 different Eagles have a batted run in today. As he takes ball 1 to make it a 1-1 count with 1 out and 1 on in the 9th. Eagles have got 6 guys with run scoring hits today, led by Nathan and Jenkins, each with 3. As Williams swings and misses, throw to second base will get Jenkins, who was trying to steal it. The hit and run. Williams unable to put it in play. Jenkins caught stealing. First runner that the catcher Uribe's thrown out, and now there's 2 strikes and 2 outs in the inning. Pletcher and pitch away from an 8-pitch 9th inning here. The righty comes set. Glove is just below his chin as he lifts and fires a 1-2 breaking ball that Williams stays away from. Count even, 2 balls, 2 strikes as we work through this baseball game. 2 hours and 41 minutes into it. Carson-Newman will need 3 outs in the bottom half of the 9th with a 6-run lead to win their 31st game of the year. Fastball outside for ball 3, and Williams will stay alive in his at-bat. 3 balls, 2 strikes as the reliever Pletcher sets. And he pitches to Williams. Fastball by him, swing and a miss, strike 3. Williams goes down swinging, but Carson-Newman is up 6 runs and needs just 3 outs in the 9th inning to win its 31st game of the year. See if they can do it. Eagles back defensively for the final 3 outs, and they'll have a new pitcher coming in. We'll tell you who that is when we come back to King's Baseball Field in Bristol, Tennessee after this on the Eagles Sports Network.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
We love to cheer for our home teams, like the Eagles. It means more when we're rooting for the people we know. Did you know Tri-Light is your home team internet provider? We're right here in Jefferson City, serving the people we know with our ultra-fast, ultra-reliable fiber broadband network. And we'd love to serve you. Learn more at trilight.net or by calling 833-847-0824. Go Eagles!
Jeb Schuler will pitch for Carson-Newman in the bottom half of the ninth inning. He will face Michael Stars in the top of this King batting order to begin the inning. Jeb Schuler, the new pitcher for Carson-Newman, set to make his fourth appearance of the year, first in the month of April. It'll be his sixth career appearance. He's recorded 4 career outs for the Eagles, has a strikeout, and he pitches against Stars to start the inning. First pitch is high and inside for ball 1. Schuler, the senior, or the redshirt sophomore, is transferred from Cleveland Community College. He threw a scoreless inning at the beginning of the year against this King team. Ground ball foul for strike 1 to Stars. 1 ball, 1 strike. Winning pitcher right now would be Xavier Hart. If it holds, it would be his 3rd win of the year. Losing pitcher for King would be Connor Whaley. High fly ball out towards center field. Trey Miller is trotting in. He's under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Schuler gets the first out on 3 pitches. And now in steps Jacob Ergel. Carson Whaley would be the losing pitcher. It'd be his 2nd loss of the year if the Eagles can hold on for the final 2 outs as Stars is retired to begin the frame. He's now 1 for 4. And Ergel stands in. He's 1 for 3. First pitch fastball outside for ball 1. King entered this game having won a series against Southern Wesleyan and winners of 3 of 4, but have run into a ranked Carson-Newman team that is trying to hope it hits its stride and finds a groove here in mid-April, leading into postseason play in May. Next pitch a strike to Schuler to make it 1-1. 1-1's a chopper to third. Ryan Jenkins gobbles it up. His throw is in time. It's a laser to first, and there's 2 outs. Schuler looking for a 1-2-3 ninth for Carson-Newman. Fly ball out, ground ball out. And now he'll face Levi Medford, who is 2 for 3, or 2 for 4, check that, in this game. First pitch from Schuler is a fastball for a strike. This is good to see for a guy that has not had many opportunities to pitch for Carson-Newman this year and in his career. Having this confidence right now as he gets a nice breaking ball that Medford taps foul at the dish. And it's quickly 0-2 as Schuler looks to slam the door and secure Carson-Newman its 31st win of the year. The righty, Schuler's got the sign from Frankie Delgado. And he pitches. Breaking ball, grounded foul. Waited on it, did Medford, and he was able to stay alive and chop it foul down the left field line. 0-2, fastball called strike 3. Medford down looking, and Carson-Newman wins. Jeb Schuler a scoreless ninth to secure Carson-Newman its 31st win of the year. And they do so in a dominant fashion over a middle inning stretch. The Eagles scored in 6 consecutive half innings to run away from King for a 12-6 final score from Bristol, Tennessee. Winning pitcher Xavier Hart, he's 3-0. Losing pitcher Carson Whaley, he is 0-2 this season. Carson-Newman victorious for the 31st time this season, and they do so against King for the 11th time in the last 12 meetings in this series. Eagles complete the season sweep of the Tornado by throwing 3 consecutive scoreless innings in the final 3 innings of this baseball game as well. Final score from King's baseball field, it's 12-6 Carson-Newman, 12 runs on 11 hits and an error, 6 runs for King on 10 hits and 4 errors. We're back on the air Friday evening at 6 p.m. in Salisbury, North Carolina, where Carson-Newman will take on Catawba in a ranked showdown in Salisbury between the two best and top teams in the South Atlantic Conference. We're on the air at 6 o'clock for that series opener. That will continue Saturday at 1 p.m. Until Friday night at 6 p.m. in a ranked showdown between Carson-Newman and Catawba. It's so long from King's baseball field as Carson-Newman wins 12-6 to improve to 31-12 this season. Andrew Rogers signing off here on the Eagles Sports Network. We'll talk to you in a couple of days when the Eagles take on Catawba in Salisbury, North Carolina.